Silence, where stars whisper secrets untold. A rift tears through the astral veil, and sanity reigns, its grip unfolds. Cultists chanting shadowed halls, their voices a hymn to chaos unbound. They conjure up forbidden falls, to summon the fallen, lost and unfound. Unfound. Oh, astral winds carry up across realms and dimensions unknown. For the void-born dread, the fabric unraveled shall wield power that chills every bone. Across fractured plains, reality trembles, mountains weep, rivers twist in desperate prayer. The sun blinks, uncertain of its emblem, as eldritch horrors crawl from the lair. Their forms twisted and malefic, born of nightmares and forgotten dread. They drift through astral currents, a beacon for those who seek madness instead. Oh, astral winds carry up free across realms and dimensions unknown. For the void-born dread, the fabric unraveled shall wield power that chills every bone. Every bone. In forgotten temples and cursed groves, heroes gather, there is all unyielding, to chase the ripples of reality's codes and confront the abyss, both fearsome and appealing. Oh, astral winds carry up free across realms and dimensions unknown. For the void-born dread, the fabric unraveled shall wield power that chills every bone. As the final verse echoes the starlit skies and death trembles on the lips of all, the abyssal maw opens, galaxies within ready to consume all those who stall. Yet whispers of valor and unity persist in the eminent astral reckoning. Perhaps hope shall win.
All right, welcome in, everybody. Thank you all for hanging out with us tonight for session 3 of Echoes of the Fallen Ascendant. I'm gonna go ahead and jump straight over. Tech, it's good to see you here, buddy. We definitely appreciate you being here. Yeah, go check out Video Bolt sometime. It's pricey, but if you're looking to do like a singular project, it costs like 37 bucks, and that is not anywhere near what I would want to spend for that, but I use the videos for an entire campaign, so it's kind of, you know, the price I pay to buy into it, obviously. Anyways, it's cool. Okay, so session 3, Echoes of the Fallen Ascendant. I'm going to go ahead and jump over to these guys so that they can hear me, and yeah, thanks for hanging out. We definitely appreciate you. All right. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
Greetings.
And yeah, welcome to session 3 of Echoes. Good to see you guys. Hopefully all was well this week. Let's go ahead and jump straight into it, since you guys have a lot of things going on, and I don't want to hold you back any more than I already have with this little intro speech. So, session 2's recap. Novus the 24th at 42:53 PFH, 3:30 p.m. I'll tell you where we're at once we pick up this session 2 at the end, because I forgot that last time. So, the group continued their investigatory work at the Temple of Alona, where they, in their own slight confusion and refusal to answer simple questions, upset the High Priest. Afterwards, they had a completely opposite experience at the Temple of Carillion Lythirian, and gained a great deal of knowledge about the situation at hand, even though their High Priest was currently indisposed. After that, they made a game plan to head around the Wood Elven slums to the Thorniel estate. But first, they stopped by the Weeping Willow Inn for some meat sticks, mead, and pork milk. Thankfully, they were fresh out of pork milk. That's my note. Thanks, Payne. So then the group then arrived at the Thorniel estate, where they began to look around. Upon approaching the front door, they were greeted by a horribly diseased mastiff, or seemingly diseased mastiff anyways, and a two-headed hound. After combat, the group did stand victorious, though they were severely wounded. Their investigation took them to the front lower right window, which they had discovered was broken. So, Session XP, this is a combo XP from Session 1 and 2. Session 1, you guys gained 85 XP. Session 2 was 100, so everybody can add 185 experience to their character sheet. And we are picking up Session 3 on Novus the 24th, 4253 PFH at 6:30 p.m.
I'm sorry, what time did you say that was?
6:30 p.m. Any other questions? All right.
Sorry, I have. You went a little faster over the PH. So it was what the PH?
It's 4253 PFH. That's the year. So that will not change for a couple months of in-game time. Just if you have it from a previous session, you can always carry it down. I say that with confidence. We just came out of a time campaign. I'm trying to keep it as on schedule as I possibly can here with that year, so.
Stupid time shit.
Never again. All right.
I have
Yes.
a player question.
Sure.
I don't know where to put in the experience points.
Oh.
Sure. So when you are looking at your character sheet, you're going to click. I'm opening Marcus really quick just so I can guide you since you're staring at it. So you're going to click on your character portrait, like where it would say Payne Stoneback, and then a side window will pop up, and then you're going to scroll down below the character portrait to where it says Manage Experience. Did I go too fast?
Nope. Vicky was trying to talk to me at the same time. And
okay.
No, I am listening. Okay, I think I got it. And then
Okay.
there's a slider bar.
Yep, so you don't even worry about the slider bar. Just go down below where it says set level. It says add XP. Just enter whatever you want to add in there, so that 185. And then apply changes when that little box pops up, and you're good to go.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a good question. They do hide it a little bit in
I
D&D.
never would have found it.
Yeah, it's several menus deep. It shouldn't be that.
I agree. It's bad. All right, guys. If there's no further questions, then let me close out my session recap real quick. Pull my other notes up. All right. So I was throughout the week. You guys might find this kind of funny. So you guys know I keep like a spreadsheet of all my NPCs with like what their name is, race, gender, what their profession is, where their hometown is, and then like descriptions of not only what they look like, but what their accent is and how they currently feel towards you guys as a party. I do this for all the campaigns. So I got so deep into this spreadsheet this week that Google Sheets prompted me and said, do you want to go ahead and make this a table? And I was like, a table? Oh, that's a really good idea. And it just like auto generated the whole table for me. So now it's like, nice and fancy, and I can do all my drop downs I was doing that before, but manually. I was like, this fucking Google knows me. I like that. Okay. Anyways, so we're at the Thorniel estate. Let me go ahead and get some, Thornell. Get their music playing.
I was about to go add an I to my notes. I'm glad you corrected.
No, it is.
I was
It's
like, oh,
Thorn.
shit, I
It's Thornell.
Is it just
Thorn
like the
yellows.
word thorn and then EL?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yep. Thornell. I was actually, it's funny. Because of fucking Baldur's Gate 3, I keep thinking Thaniel, and that's not it. I promise you, that's not it. Because, well, we're probably about as dark as as that storyline. But anyways, I digress. Okay. So you guys have just you dragged the bodies of these two beasts over to the right where they are currently sitting, and then Canis and Dench had kind of done some investigatory work. You guys, again, what you see is what you get. You can see clear as day through this busted window. Some blood splatters on the inside, a little bit of dried blood on the outside, but not as much as there is on the inside. So I'll leave it to you.
There appears to have been a breaking and entering situation here. There's considerable amount of blood on the inside floor there.
Does it look like it got caught on the window, or?
And the blood looks like it originated on the windowsill, right? And then, like, was dragged in, or...
So, yeah, why don't you... Well, I'll tell you what, give me an investigation check. I guess Dench and Canis, if you guys are both standing there looking, I'll allow you to each roll one.
Last time we said I was too short to see it.
Yeah, but you were gonna stand up. Weren't you standing up on your hind legs? Wasn't that it?
Honestly, I'd probably walk over and pick him up anyway.
I mean, it's fine. We can just digress and move past that. Dench, it's tough to tell. There's just, you can definitely see the window is shattered out. Not completely, by the way. The whole pane isn't out. It's just a big chunk of it, and then there is a lot of blood on the inside. Some dried blood around the broken shards of the window itself, and then some glass on the outside. So do with that what you will.
This, by the looks of it, I think somebody may have crashed through this window going inside, just judging by the blood. More out in there than is out here, so...
Did I notice glass in the hounds when I investigated them? I know it was medically.
Let me scroll back up to your medicine check. You rolled a 10. Nah, you didn't really notice any glass in them.
Oh, well, then I suppose there's no
It's a good
reason
question, though. I know
to
where he was going with
delay.
that.
Are you... Is there more you want to look at here?
Oh, well, I mean, I suppose we should be on our guard as much as we can for more of those demon dogs. But
Yeah.
I suppose climbing through the window is probably also a terrible idea. We should probably try the front door still.
Yes.
Just remember to knock.
We'll knock first. Just a quick question though. I was thinking about it. I don't have any potions. So people who can do the healing things probably shouldn't die if the rest of us want to live.
Reasonable tactic.
Amelia just looks towards, like, Pain, as if just completely not considering herself in that equation.
Why would I'm not gonna die.
Love the confidence. Okay, who's knocking?
Hey, really quick, just a side note for you guys. I had mentioned this to Candace earlier. I think I'm going to commit to it right now. So I'm going to, moving forward, change everybody's third token bar, the red one, to your total hit dice. I think it's going to be a way easier way to keep track of your hit dice than in D&D Beyond, because D&D Beyond sucks for that. So I'm just going to add one to everyone, and for those of you who did use your hit die already, go ahead and just drop the value.
That's a good idea.
Question if you do that. How do you want us to track temp HP? Because that's normally what I use bar 3 for.
You track it on D&D Beyond and the temp hit points thing right next to your character HP, because it's way easier to track it there.
Yep, just so that you can see it easily in both spots.
I have all your character sheets pulled up at all times.
Okay, so then do you want us to set the max and just do an override for the upper number in roll 20?
Probably the
I mean,
easiest way to do it, yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, because it'll show as an overage on the bar, and temp HP can't get healed. Usually it can't get healed, so...
Right.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, but temp HP is so far and few between that the hit dice it's so necessary, especially since we've got a close woundser. Okay,
Such a good cantrip.
sorry about that. I was thinking about it today, and actually, no. I wish I could add, if I could add another bar. I don't think I can though. I cannot. Okay. Anyways,
So Dench will at this point he'll put his bow and arrows back, and then he'll keep out one of his hand axes, and I guess I'm not sure how like thematically how like bundling up a net would work, just to have it kind of ready, kind of like kind of over his shoulder, I suppose.
yeah. I mean, you're proficient with it, so you would know how to hold it just probably by the center and have because I don't know, it has weights, I would assume, like around the edge of it to net people well. So yeah.
Yeah, probably just little stones around the edges. Yeah. So yeah, you just see him kind of like pull it out of his pack and just kind of sling it across his shoulder.
Okay.
Okay. Hopefully this net will come in handy. But suppose let's go knock on the door.
Amelia's gonna go directly over to the door then. She will wait for the others to end up wherever they want to end up first.
Oh, you know what? I need to have Canis.
Nope, she takes Lyra's spot without hesitation.
Oh no, that was the Dench actually. he kept landing on me.
And then Amelia is going to knock, not at all quietly. It is a knock that's meant to try and carry through anywhere in the house if she can.
Oh, that was a good knock.
That was one of the knockiest knocks I've ever heard knocked.
And I was knocking on them churches. It's a good knock. She's the official door knocker.
Well,
I approve this title.
we don't know what's in there. We don't know what shape they're in. We want to make sure they can hear us.
Okay. So you knock on the door.
And then listen. Yes.
Okay, so you knock on the door. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
So good at these. Yep, that's what I thought.
No, it's very, very still. Very still.
You'll see Candace kind of sniff the air around for a second, and he'll say, something. Okay, well, these dogs reek, but something's going on. Something else feels like it's going around the right side. Smell a different trail going around the back.
Wait, you smell something moving around
Oh, it's the same trail. Okay, sorry, apologies. Some misinformation. It seems like they came from the back. The dogs.
that? Oh, you smell it. You smell the trail coming to the back.
Yeah.
Should investigate back there, like a back door.
Maybe we should check the whole perimeter. We did only check the one window. Amelia,
that
would
makes
you like to
sense.
guard the door?
I don't think we should split up, but if they don't answer, then it seems to make sense to search. She's gonna knock again and then call out a, hello? Is anyone home? In the most official of ways.
Well, I tell you what, maybe we approach the corners, but keep each other in sight and try not to keep that door out of sight as well. Front door and the window. It's open.
Do any of you hear anything or anyone from inside?
So with that, you are all standing there now. It's been, 2 minutes or so. It is still silent. And Canis, you note again that there's not you literally hear no birds, no crickets, no anything, no cicadas. There is nothing making a sound here, except you guys. And I apologize. I know I'm sending you messages, Lucy, about that. You've got the highest passive perception, and I'm making all of these back end rolls, and I'll either do that or I'll let you know, just kind of moving forward. Even if you don't say I'm looking for it, just assume that I already rolled your perception and you succeeded.
Awesome. Okay. We'll do. No, I don't hear anything in the house. In fact, I don't hear anything at all besides us.
Yeah, that's concerning for sure.
At what point do we have just cause to enter a house like this in this situation?
I think the blood in the window is cause enough.
I think so
The
too.
moment we showed up.
But why don't
Not
we...
that one.
Let's do a full perimeter check, so that way, when we bust down this door, Amelia won't feel so bad.
Plus, Canis over here had said dogs had come from the back anyway, so there may already be an open door back there
True.
somewhere.
Let's try the doorknob too before we just kick the door in.
When we get to that point, yes. Agreed. But, Dench, Canis, I think you have a point. Although, Lyra, what are the laws here as far as just cause, so to speak?
I mean, if we can do a perimeter check and really do have evidence that they were or are in danger, I don't think we'll get in trouble. It's still breaking and entering, but with good intentions, so...
Amelia, why don't you go ahead and make an insight check? Okay, this young lady, though she may have some arcane talents, is definitely not a lawyer or anybody who is distinguished enough in school to know about the laws. And although that sounds pretty convincing, you're not sure if she's right. But she seems confident.
Okay. Amelia, who's only seen Lyra, seemed to have the best
your
intentions so
background's not
far.
scribe, is
Just
it? Or
nods
law,
a
anything
little
that has to do with
bit.
law?
It's that
Say, never mind.
still
Okay.
breaking and entering part
Yeah,
that I'm
because she would have no fucking idea about the
concerned
law. There's no
about.
reason.
But
Well, let's try,
that's
let's try
neither
to
here nor
avoid
there.
the break-in. We'll try to avoid the break-in part. And then
The perimeter.
the
Perimeter
perimeter,
check.
yeah.
Yeah, let's-
If we find an open door, we enter there. There's no break-in. We'll be fine.
Yeah, let's do the perimeter check and go from there. And it is getting later in the day. We could retreat and talk to the guards, make sure we're good, come back, and then break the door down, but legally.
Getting the guards would be perfect there. Yes. To
Though if
the
anybody
back.
is inside bleeding out right now, they're probably
That's
not going to
what
make it to the morning.
That's what I'm concerned about too. There was a lot of blood. Let's conduct a thorough outside check.
Yes, quickly.
Okay. So you guys begin to make your way around the perimeter of the house.
I would like to do it stealthily.
Okay, go ahead and, yeah, if you are trying to move quietly, go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Awesome.
Those rapiers just clang together with those beautiful metal scabbards. Shit.
Amelia.
Supposed to be stealthy.
Amelia doesn't try to be stealthy. She doesn't realize that we're sneaking or skulking.
So Payne is watching people be sneaky, and he's like, "Oh, we're sneaking," and he like does the dwarven sneak, which is
Swear to
not
God, if you get like
sneaky.
a natural 20.
Just expect it to be the case.
God damn it.
Wow, that's impressive.
Dwarves are the sneakiest, confirmed.
So yeah, Dench will stealthily make his way around the side here.
Okay. Yep. You can go ahead and move as you wish. You got. I've got everything that. Anytime that you do gain visibility, it's because there is a window that is open. If it is a window that you cannot see through, it's not necessarily because of fog of war. It's because there's a curtain drawn over it. So, but as you round, yeah, you can see Dench as you're beginning to walk in the towards the rear. There is right up here what appears to be. It looks like a tent, but like you can see outside, there's two large metal stakes in the ground on probably 8 feet of chain, and very clearly busted collars.
Busted collars, like actually inside the tent, or
You can't see inside the tent from where you're at. It's on the outside. The stakes are on the outside, but it happens to be a tent-like structure.
Okay. Yeah, Dench will see that, and he'll just kind of point to it, look over to Payne, and say, "I think might be where the dogs came from."
Did I see collars on the dogs?
The dogs were not wearing collars.
Sounds right.
There's also an open door over here. I see bread. Lots of bread.
Those aren't doors. Those are windows.
That's what I meant. Windows.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the wall doors. Yeah.
The fucking wall doors. Yeah, so you peek inside.
Sausages.
As you look inside, let's see. So as you look inside, you can see that this is more than likely, obviously, some sort of kitchen. It appears to be pretty untouched. There's just food on the table. And the bread that is sitting there, some of it looks like it could, especially the ones in the center, look like they're probably starting to mold over. And over in the corner here, you can see there's a sausage rope that looks pretty well intact, but these little cut up fish, you can see the skin starting to peel back on them.
So it looks like they've obviously been there for a while.
Potentially. It's tough to see without getting, like, up close. Now, mind you, the windows aren't open. There's just a curtain pulled back, so you'd have to get closer to really be able to tell.
Payne says, Amelia, it looks like no, but what? Where's Amelia?
Amelia, when you look over, is back to where she can see both you and the front doors, because that was mentioned as an option. What? Did you need me?
Then we'll kind of like wave her over. Okay. I know.
But yeah, okay.
Yep,
She's
keep shouting.
Not at all.
Keep shouting,
stealthy.
you idiot.
Keep it down.
Wait, what? Oh, by the
You are
stars! I didn't know. Way too late. She tries to move quieter. She was all but yelling. So.
I mean, so were we all. I mean, those rolls are awful, except for Payne.
It looks like this food's going bad in here. I don't think anyone has been up and about for a while.
Agreed. Yeah.
We also don't have any signs that there are people inside still at all. That window, you said it looked like there was something that came out through it?
I don't know about out, but definitely something went. It appears to me like something went in, because there was blood on the floor and around the window, but there wasn't as much blood and glass outside. So I'm no detective, but it seems to me like something broke in and bled all over the floor. I suppose they could have bled before they jumped out the window, but
Shh,
like
I
should've
thought
seen
we
a
were
blood
being
trail.
sneaky.
Oh,
Come on, let's go.
You even come. So sneaky.
Payne just emerges from a bush and says that, and you're like, oh, fuck, man, like, I almost forgot he was here. All right, so you guys approach the tent. What are you doing? The exterior looks like it's in decent shape. It fucking stinks. Canis, this is where your trail ends, by the way. There's a couple pretty large piles of dog pile here. It kind of in and around this area. There is the two large spikes that have been driven about 3/4 of the way into the ground. Dench, just with your knowledge of outside survivalist stuff and your, experience from your history, you'd guess that these are probably, 4-foot stakes. So they were really meant to keep something anchored down, and the chains are just busted to shit. Collars on the ground. It's pretty gnarly.
I want to
Like
look
the chains look. Sorry, the chains look broken too, or just the collars?
Yeah. So why don't you go ahead and give me a survival check?
Hey. Okay.
Not bad. Okay, so you squat down, and as you're looking at it,
Better. I can't do better, Kevin.
I guess I'll have to give it to you then.
Not bad.
So the stakes look like they had been pulled out a little bit, as if something was trying to yank away from it. However, when you look about 4 feet into the chain from where the collars were, you can see really clearly that there are gnaw marks. It looks like something was chewing on the actual metal, and at some point that didn't work, and the collars are just busted off. It looks like by sheer force. Around the front of this tent, the tent flaps are kind of pulled back ever so slightly. Inside, you can see like some bedding and whatnot, but then you find a small pile of these weird, almost like it almost looks like charcoal, and there's drool in a huge pool that's starting to set into the ground, and then 2 big lumps of what appears some sort of charcoaly-esque material. I will go ahead and share this with you.
It's actually glowing green from the center.
Very, very, very faintly, and in little teeny tiny pinpricks.
Oh, hang on, everybody. I think I just found something here. Does anybody recognize this kind of rock? It's glowing.
Don't touch it.
Do I recognize
no.
it?
In what way are you asking?
Is it anything I might have studied or learned about when I was in school?
Make a history check. I will tell you this, being a wizard of your caliber, first in your class, you do not recognize it right off the bat as a material component for anything.
Okay.
So, however, 21. Wait, why did you roll advantage with that?
I get advantage. I have to look at what that.
But it's on specific things, isn't it?
I think.
So take a look at your character sheet,
I am.
because I think it has to do with tinkering and mechanical
No,
stuff.
I think it had to do. Hold on. I think it had to do with magic items.
That's also very possible. I found it already. Okay, so it's magic, alchemy, and technology. Okay, so it does not have to do with any of those. So we will take the 21 still, because that was the first roll. Just keep that in mind, because gnomish knowledge is magic, alchemy, and technology only.
So it doesn't have to do with magic, alchemy, or technology.
It does not.
Okay.
Nope. Well, let me back that up. There is a portion of one of those 3 that it has to do with, but it's a type that you know nothing about because of your class.
Okay.
It'll make more sense once you actually figure it out, and you'll come back and be like, damn, you're good. Or you won't, I don't care. Okay, so yeah, no, you, but looking at it, I mean, you know of natural, I mean, there are natural things. There are even ores out there that have glow to them, without really doing investigatory work. Just like one-off glancing at it, you're like, I don't know what the fuck that is.
Yeah, I don't think that's a spell component. I don't know what that is. I've not ever seen anything or heard of anything like that.
What are we looking at, Dench?
I'm looking at a rock over. I'm sorry, I don't mean to
Ooh.
be racist over here, but I mean your people know. You people know about rocks, right?
Wait. What are you saying? Just because I'm a dwarf, let me see that rock. Give me that thing. No,
Oh,
don't touch it. Don't touch it.
I'm not
Let
gonna
me
touch it.
look at it. Let me look at it. I'm a dwarf. I know these things.
I agree. Let's
So I
ask our
wasn't.
resident hole in the ground dweller.
So I wasn't being
What?
racist. Okay. I mean, maybe it was a.
Um, would my stone cutting be helpful in this?
No.
Okay, then, um, I don't know what to request to roll. I
Okay.
am investigating the rock, I believe.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, make an investigation check.
Dang it, that's the one I don't have a bonus in. Oh, that's great. Thanks.
You're not sure what you can say from where you're at. Again, not touching it and manipulating it and actually looking at it closely, but kind of squatting and looking at it from a distance. You don't know what the hell it is. What I can give Dench for sure is that with the huge pile of like drool that is currently seeping into the ground and the particular marks around the edge of these things, it's pretty clear that the dogs were chewing on them, more than likely.
I mean, this may be what caused the dogs to, turn to the way they are currently are.
I would
Dead
recommend
or two-headed.
not chewing on them then.
You said
Um,
strange fragments of rock that are glowing faintly green.
Yeah.
And I have no idea what it is. It's nothing that comes to
Likely,
mind. So,
likely the thing that came from the sky then split off into fragments that we think is the source of this
Oh.
That was kind of what I was thinking.
eruption.
Oh.
or a
You
dog
think this
toy,
is?
but
You think this was the fireball that came? Part of the fireball that came down?
I have absolutely no idea, but Amelia's going to. I don't think it's going to do any good at all, but she's going to do the paladin sense thing, divine sense again.
Okay. Yep. Go ahead and mark a charge off of Divine Sense. So you activate it. So you kind of take a deep breath and open your eyes and look around.
She'll make sure she can see those rocks when she does that.
Yeah, the rocks are not creatures, so you don't pick
Yeah,
anything up.
she doesn't know how the fuck all of this works yet.
Well, yes, you do, because it's your class. But, okay.
Um, it seems to line up, but I haven't studied anything like that.
Well, I know we shouldn't touch it, but it probably shouldn't just be lying out here. Anyway, for like a squirrel to come across and then turn into a multi-headed monster of some sort.
Yeah, we definitely shouldn't touch it. I don't know how else to move it, though. I also don't think we should just leave it here.
I'm undecided too.
I've got a blanket we could wrap it in.
We
Is
tried
it
tossing
a-
it over first.
I don't particularly want the blanket to get near that. Points to the giant piles of dog food remains.
I feel like the dog drool is the least of your worries.
I think it's the shit that she's worried about.
Well, that too.
That.
Let's use parts of this tent to make a rucksack-ish type thing, maybe.
I like where your head's at.
Yeah, just kind of scoop it up and not touch it, and yeah, just carry it that way.
I like where your head's at.
Are there any already torn pieces of this tent, or does it look like it's in pretty good repair? Other
mean-
than, the dog torn chains.
Yeah, to be honest, considering the bougie exterior of this estate, the dog tent is in pretty good repair. It is a heavy canvas, and it's pretty clear that there's some sort of uh, probably paraffin on the outside of it that's been worked into the fabric to make it water resistant. So yeah, these dogs were living good while they were living.
No,
Oh, destruction of property. Mm.
we don't need
Oh,
to.
he's gonna
Here,
troll
I've
her
got
so bad now.
my blanket. I'll wash it in the river at some point. Here, why don't we just use this? And she'll sling her backpack off and pull out her blanket.
Okay.
She'll probably just lay it out on the ground near the edge of the tent. Let's see, are there any sticks or anything we could use? Otherwise, I've got a couple of just.
I have a couple arrows we could probably use.
Okay, so where's the stone at?
Isn't it inside the tent?
It's not inside the tent, it's just outside, like, the
Oh, I
front.
was thinking it was inside.
No, no, no.
That makes
No,
sense.
like, it looks like if these things were probably sitting with their heads outside the tent gnawing on this thing, and then when they bolted, they busted the chains.
So Amelia starts looking for a stick. Payne walks over to the stone. Croquet takes his war hammer, lines it up kind of like golf, and gives the stone a nice little tap with his war hammer to get it to roll onto the blanket.
Okay. Just go ahead and make an attack roll for me. You can do it with advantage because it's a non-moving target. Now, I'm not saying that you're making this with a full force attack.
Yeah, I'm not trying to drive it, 100
yeah.
yards.
As it explodes and sends green dust into everybody's lungs and eyes.
Got bent over.
That's a little bit what I was worried about.
Okay, yeah.
Clicked it twice by
No,
accident.
it's fine. We'll take the first one. So yeah, you kind of hit it. As you do so, it boom. A little teeny tiny sliver of it chips off and kind of falls on the ground, but the bulk of it hits the piece of cloth and kind of rests inside of it.
Oh, careful, Payne.
Perfect.
Maybe let's not crack open this rock.
What if it's
Oh,
an
it's
egg?
fine.
I'm gonna just wrap it, and then while I've got the blanket, I'm just gonna, using the fabric, pick up the sliver, put it in the pile as well, and then just wrap it up as best I can and stow it in my pack.
Okay.
I'm sure that won't have any consequences.
Okay. Yeah. So you go ahead.
Does it look like it's having any effect on the blanket?
No. Nope. And when you look at the ground as well, doesn't look like anything's wrong with the ground, except for all the slobber that was around. Damn
Do you
dogs.
feel weird, Amelia?
But we don't have to you don't have to put it in your bag right now either. We can just kind of pack it up.
If it's here, we know where it is. Do I feel anything weird? Do my emotions, etc., feel like my own?
Yeah. Yeah. You feel fine.
Oh, terrifying DM.
No, you feel all right.
I feel just as I did before.
Okay. If that changes, you need to say something, and if we notice that it's changing, we're gonna have to do something, so tell your sane
course.
brain that now.
So I think we're making great progress. Let's continue around the house, and let's make sure to bring those dogs back to Cornelius. That guy looked really nice, back with the the food.
You want to bring the dogs back?
Well, he wanted like the not crazy people, infected people, bodies. So, I mean,
Oh, he wanted
Or-
them alive, really.
dog. Well, dead or alive, preferably alive. But those were people, and these were dogs. We didn't think about it, but now he's got dogs. So
Maybe they didn't know it could impact animals too. It could be good science stuff.
It's true. He did not mention anything about animals being affected.
He didn't know much about it either, to be fair, but that's part of it.
True.
Alright. Should we check out the rest of the perimeter before we
Yeah. let's do
decide
that.
what to do next?
Absolutely.
After you.
All these windows are dark.
Yeah, as you walk past most of them, it looks like shades were drawn throughout a majority of the house.
There isn't a back door.
Apparently, they just bust out windows when they want to leave.
There's a front
you
door,
said-
you savage.
What was
You said
that,
this
Amelia?
map does extend like a little further than we can walk, right?
Yeah,
Like, is it
yeah,
just
yeah. I
open?
mean, it's an estate. Remember, I said it. It's multiple acres, but this is the primary point up on the hill. So
Okay.
But beyond it is all it's all just like overgrown grassland, pretty much.
yeah, grassland. There's a lot of forestry, but it's all like the base of the estate property is surrounded by a fence, which kind of culminates at the point where you guys entered with the big gate. So yeah, if you want to go investigate, I mean, you're more than welcome to. There's acres to look at, so we got 5 sessions worth of acreage.
Looking in this window, this right here, that there, does that look like it's just a carpet, or does it look like there's
Wait, say that again. Ask the question again.
right here?
Yeah.
Does it look like it's just a carpet, or does it look like there's runes drawn on it?
Oh, there's.
So making
Very
sure it's not a
almost looks
ritual
like
circle.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, these people are rich. So give me an Arcana check.
It's a good eye. I didn't even see the carpet.
That's definitely not runes. It is a very bougie-ass carpet. However, give me a perception check. Okay, got it.
Well, there's a nice rug in there, and the blood
Well,
didn't get
maybe-
on it.
Maybe we should try the door this time and see if it's unlocked, and let's make a decision from there.
Let's wait for Amelia.
Yeah, that's
Speaking of-
Amelia's call.
Where's Pete?
Speaking of Amelia, you're going to hear a hello? Is anyone okay in there? Or is anyone in there? The same thing she said before. I'm gonna rap on the like right next to the window, not on the glass. I don't feel like breaking it.
Okay. Yep, you do that. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Where is that woman?
When you can't see her, you can hear her.
It is dead silent, Amelia, and for the first time, like, Kane has mentioned it, but now that now that nobody's around you to like even breathe the wrong way, you take a deep breath and listen. There are no animals, no insects, nothing until all of a sudden Dench rounds the corner.
Oh, there you are, Amelia.
That's how you set up a conversation.
She startles. She puts her hand to her holy symbol, says something in Elven. Oh, did you find something?
Oh no, we were just about to knock on and try to enter the building, but we noticed you were not here, and that kind of concerned me. You okay?
Yeah, but it's unsettling how still it is.
Yeah, it is quite unsettling, but I think the biggest concern here is that somebody may or may not be bleeding out inside. So I think we should probably.
I don't know if we should. I don't know if we should get the guards first, though. It seems wrong to enter.
You think we should get the guards first? I don't think they're gonna. I don't think
At
they're gonna
least-
even come here in time.
At least for permission before we enter someone's home.
Oh, she's gonna drag this campaign way down.
Well,
She's gonna be the anchor on your boot.
I gotta say, I think if somebody's dying in there, I think we should probably just throw caution to the wind and try to help as best we can.
We've seen no sign of anyone actively wounded. There was blood that was days old. There's been no sign of movement.
There is concern, people in the town, for this family.
We were given permission to investigate so long as we keep within the bounds of the law.
Okay, so we won't break, but we should probably.
But we should probably enter. The window's already broken. Jump through.
Can we go in now?
Hopefully, maybe if we can.
If we're going to enter, we should likely get permission from the local guards.
Okay.
We need to know what the laws are. I'm concerned about people inside, and then I'm kind of like, they're probably dead already, to be honest. And if they're even in there, let's go talk to the guards.
This is gonna be such a waste of time.
So, question, Amelia. I have a question.
Ask?
Are you a guard somewhere? Or
No.
super duper into the law? And don't get me wrong, I follow the law myself. But if it came down to breaking a window or saving a life,
Uh-oh.
If we had seen sign of someone in imminent need of help, but we haven't.
what if those dogs just finished attacking them inside and then
Then
came
the
to us
food-
in a frenzy?
Then the food wouldn't have been moldy. The blood wouldn't have been days old.
Oh, so we're okay with just leaving them in there. Okay, got it.
They're dead.
That is not what I am saying.
Thunderwave, fuck
I'm
this door.
saying we should just go back to town and get permission before we enter.
Time's wasting.
Clarify.
And I decided we should leave the dogs and not touch them anymore because they're really gross. We'll let the scientists do that. Let's go get the guards. Or I'm all for taking this thing all the way back to Cornelius. Is that the right guy?
Yeah, that's our guy. All right, how about we do it like this? How about we put it to a vote? Who wants to
Oh, I
go
like a
on in?
vote.
Let's do it democratically. Who wants to go on in and potentially help somebody who is in need? Or do we want to raise your hand
You're
if you want to do that? Or if we want
Twisting
to-
the truth of things.
How am I twisting the truth
No,
of
he's
things?
stating it pretty clearly. It's
It's
just really
not-
hard to understand when you're on the other side of it.
Oh, it's not a
Well-
matter of not wanting to help people. Of course I want to help. It's
Time-
a
time-
matter
no,
of
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it in any negative way. I only meant time is of the essence here.
Oh, if time was of the essence,
Is
people
it?
bleeding
We've
out are
seen
already
no,
dead.
nothing
They were
that
dead.
implies
They're dead, and
urgency
now they
here.
can't be revivified.
So how about me and Amelia go take this thing back to Cornelius?
Oh,
and
I see what he's doing.
You
He's trying
guys
to.
wait here to make sure that
Yeah,
nobody
wink,
screws
wink.
with the nasty dogs because they're really gross and we don't want anybody to touch them. We'll take the stone, which is highly dangerous, and give it to the
was really
authorities and
smart.
ask them
He's working for
for
you
a
guys.
book
He's not
on
working
the
for
local
her.
laws and what authorities we
dwarves.
have because I'm gonna kick that door down really soon.
Oh, fuck.
and I
I
need
just
to leave.
realized I didn't get you a fucking glass of wine.
Listen,
I might go grab it in here.
first of all,
Okay.
bench.
Yeah, if they
that's rude of you to say
lollygag
raise
back
your
to town.
hands. Don't
I
have
have
it.
had too much shit going on.
No, I know. I didn't even
You
think about
guys,
that.
I didn't- I-
sorry.
we didn't
I
even
am
talk
making
about
all
it
the
today.
Wrong assumptions here. You know what? I will sit this rest of this conversation.
We'll
out, and I
we'll
will-
guard this door, and you guys go get a copy of the laws, and we'll make sure that the disgusting dogs don't go anywhere.
Sounds great.
Are you planning on entering as soon as we round the corner? Going back in that
No.
direction?
I just stated my plan. What are you insinuating, ma'am?
Are you
I'm
lying?
asking you
Okay,
a
no, I'm asking because her passive
very
insight is
direct
through the fucking
question.
roof. So
Look, I apologize for making things more complicated, but this is this is a simple matter, but not in the way that you're presenting it.
You still
It's-
didn't answer my question. That's 2 for 2, by the way. I'm keeping track. We're gonna.
What? I said no, I was not a guard. Did I miss something?
Why are you so into? I mean, there's law following and law abiding citizen, and then there's law upholding, and you're more of the upholding type.
I took an oath. She just says it very, very simply.
Oh, Lyra, you don't know about paladins?
I know about paladins. She never said she was
Oh.
one.
Oh, I guess I could just tell. It's okay though. We could talk about that later.
He's such a
For now, let's go.
Oh, I could just tell.
Amelia, let's go.
You
Let's
should probably take
take
pain
the
to get the
thing
laws before he kicks
to
the
the
door down.
thing.
Well,
Hey, I think you should just kick the door down.
You're not gonna do that.
Not kicking the door down. I'm leaving. I'm starting to leave right now.
why do we not all go back? She seems a little thrown off by the paladin comment, but just kind of sets that over there.
Well, what if whoever caused the problem returns to the scene of the crime? What if somebody inside is
Then
actually dead and wakes up and comes
You
outside?
three are here without other protection, and I'd be concerned for your safety. As proficient as you are with those blades, I don't want anyone else getting hurt. I just want to make sure that if we help people, we're doing it legally.
Right, so go
Otherwise,
find a-
we're just perpetuating problems.
Testing.
I'm going to
Okay.
be honest. The guards kind of already respect Dench. Dench, what about the laws where you're from?
Payne's a good 30, 40 feet away now, going back to town.
Well, the law where I'm from generally states if, at least, in cases of emergency, some laws can go out the window.
I would agree, but have we seen that this is an emergent situation?
We got attacked by really disgusting dogs. There's blood in the window. I'd say it clarifies and counts. Yeah.
And there
The
were people
blood is-
concerned for the people here.
The blood is days old. The dogs, we
the
handled that
semantics of
problem.
all of it. Go get guards so we can legally break down the door, or get the law so we know we can illegally break down the door.
Just say you won't enter.
I already
While
said
we're gone.
that.
Looks to Canis.
I
I'm
don't
also
have thumbs.
concerned that the amount of time it'll take to get to guards is going to be well outside the
Oh, these
time
people
doing
are
good here
dead
anyway, because
10 times
Besides,
full.
the guards I don't think they give much of a shit about this area.
So you guys happen to notice that the gates swing open at the bottom of the hill, and Payne has made it there and is now exiting. He's gone.
It's either we get it so we can legally enter, or we stand here and if they were dying when we got here, they're past the point of being brought back now.
Amelia says, just, for the, wow, let's read the right thing. She just says, oh, for star's sake, and just takes off at a dead sprint after the dwarf.
Wow, for someone short like him, it's great.
Yeah, okay, so, Payne, as you are at the bottom of the hill, you just kind of hear like this clunk, 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 chink, 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 and as you look behind you, she's coming down. Wait, you're in chainmail, right? Or chain shirt?
Chain shirt.
No, not you,
Oh,
Amelia.
I am. Sorry.
Chainmail.
Yeah, so it's loud. You recognize that sound anywhere. You're either being charged by a duplicate of yourself or Amelia. Thank God it's Amelia.
+0 and disadvantage, baby.
So Amelia disappears down the path, and as soon as she is, 3/4 of the way to the gate, Payne is already another 30 feet ahead of the gate. You three all look at you for the first time in an unlaw-abiding silence. Do as you will. And then just so I'm clear, Payne and Amelia, if you want to hash off screen really quickly and just let me know exactly what your intentions are so I can place you appropriately when that time comes. Thank you. All right, so Dench, Canis, and Lyra.
For fuck's sake. All right.
She's gonna
Maybe
be
we
someone.
should probably follow those two before they do something in town that's gonna.
They probably should not be the ones talking to the guards.
Yeah. Whatever happened to democracy? Okay, all right, let's go. Let's follow them.
How far away are they?
I mean, just down the path.
I'll
Just
send.
one path.
I'm gonna use message
Okay.
to tell Payne.
What's the range on it?
120 feet.
Oh, they're way more than 120
Okay,
feet.
that's what I was
Because it was like, yeah. I mean, it's way out of range for that.
Okay. Well, then I guess we're gonna.
He's just within eyesight because you're at the top of a hill and he's at the bottom, and it's clear all the way down the path.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll probably end up just facing after that. If that's what Dench says he wants to do, then Lyra will begrudgingly get her stuff together and head down the path at a quick, brisk walk, I guess, trying to keep up with Dench, as I assume he's much taller than me.
He's not rushing at this point. he's not running. He's walking.
Okay, sorry, my Wi-Fi died for a second and I just vanished. Nothing much happened. I'm assuming everyone's just going.
No,
downhill.
we're gonna chase the other two down because Dench should probably be the one talking to the guards.
So Amelia and Payne, you get to that point at the bottom of the hill. Everybody runs off and kind of rushes past them. I guess you guys don't need to hash off screen because behind you comes the rest of the group.
We can tell that following us?
Yeah, they're literally right behind you. It's not like they're sneaking up behind you guys. This is all within like probably 400 feet of each other. I mean, it does not
perfect,
take
okay.
much time. It's like, yeah, we're just gonna let him go, and then you run off, and they're like, ah, fuck, okay, I guess we better go help her.
Okay, then Amelia will wait for the others and just catch her breath because you don't usually just sprint in heavy armor. Okay, so we're
All
gonna
right,
go
let's
to the
talk
guards.
To the guards. Yeah, let's go.
It's good to see you.
Guards and Cornelius.
We don't necessarily have a ton of information for him. The temple might not be a bad stop on our way there.
But we have a
But the guards
stone
first.
that's weird and
Yes, a
possibly
stone that
dangerous.
came from the skies.
Okay.
Where Celestian tends to follow and watch over. And she slowly, as I'm dying off screen, Amelia's working on catching her breath. It works.
Yeah, it does work. That's actually pretty good. Okay, so what where exactly are you guys going then?
Guards to the...
Guardsman HQ?
Yep.
Okay, give me one sec.
Not Payne. Payne was pretty intent on getting to Cornelius to give
It was
him the
guards
stone.
first, though.
But yeah, so
It's fine, you
if
can
I
split
see
up if you want,
guards-
yeah.
well, no.
Oh, you're
I
just
mean,
gonna
this-
ask random guards?
Well, if I see a guard, I'm going to request that they go. Well, originally it was to meet up with the guys at the Thornell estate, but I would imagine we'll cross guards going to see Cornelius. So that was kind of Payne's intention, unless he gets talked out of it. So, to the best of his knowledge, that's the path that he's taking.
Why don't we stop by the headquarters, and then, depending on what they say, we can decide whether we'll go to Cornelius or to the temple or back to the house. But we need the guards first, before anything else.
Listen, why don't I talk to the guards? You go to the Celestian temple, and suppose, Payne, if you want to go talk to Cornelius about this as well. I don't think we should drop a rock of unknown origin onto his desk. I think that would probably be. I don't know what that would probably be. I don't know what that rock even was, and I think Amelia is correct in thinking that the Temple of Celestian would know, at least have a better idea than Cornelius.
He's
Okay.
a proxy.
Right.
But he's still stomping. He might not be leading anymore, but he's still stomping wherever we're going.
Okay, so where is it exactly that you are going? Tell me. I just need to know for the sake of the map.
Dench at least is going to the guardsman.
Okay. So Dench is going to
Guardsman.
guardsman. All right, let me just take notes here real quick because I think you guys are splitting
Amelia will be venturing past to the Temple of Celestian.
Now, how about we meet back? Meet back at Temple of Celestian in like, I don't know, 20 minutes or so.
Quick as we can.
Quick as we can.
And if there's any reason we need to move faster to go back to the estate, we can move sooner.
I think we've missed that boat. So we'll take our time. I think.
Okay, Payne, what group are you going with?
He's going to kind of head down, follow Amelia just a few steps back.
Got it.
Oh, she's not
Okay.
being trailed. She'll slow her pace.
And Canas and Lyra, where are you going?
Oh, definitely to the guards.
Guards. Okay, give me 1 sec.
If not right behind Amelia, then at least beside her, or maybe a step behind.
Man, you guys definitely
Session
threw
3,
me for a
split the
loop.
party.
Yeah.
These were mostly
We're
friendly.
in town.
Okay, so
I guess we could have waited with them at the guardsman headquarters. Whatever.
too late now. Okay, so it takes you guys about 25 minutes to get back from all the way from the Thornell estate, down around the Wood Elven slums, through the center of town, and up towards the two primary locations that you're going, one of those being the Guardsman headquarters and the Temple of Celestian. So, because the Guardman's headquarters happens first, I'm going to go ahead and do your guys' RP first. So bear with me as I move you all there. All right, so you guys, give me 1 sec here. It is nighttime, so that's why you were seeing in those shades of gray. However, there are light sources because, you know, they're civilized for the most part.
I like how these guys have like the berserk swords.
Yeah, that's not actually what they're. I had to do this on
These
a.
guys are 10 city guards.
No, I had to do this on a whim because I was not expecting you guys to pull this on me. So, but hey, here we are. Okay, so these guys are like this. Okay, so you guys approach guard headquarters. Excuse me, and Dench, you see as you're kind of walking up. Give me 1 sec here. This is the guy that you saw earlier. They're not wielding what they're wielding. They're all typically most of them are wearing chainmail with the tabard and a spear and shield. So this is Corporal Thatchin. This is the guy that you met earlier. You see him kind of hanging out there in front of the door and looking around at the other armbands. You see a couple of low-tier privates and then him and another corporal next to him.
You said he was. I'm sorry. What was his name again? Sergeant.
It's Corporal Thatchin.
Corporal Thatchin. Evening, Corporal Thatchin again. It's me, Dench. We talked earlier.
Oh, yes. Welcome back. He kind of looks at the guards, looks past you. Something that I can do for you?
Well, yes, as a matter of fact. We were just down at the Thornell estate, following a lead involving some terrible things that have been going on around town. And we had noticed that there was a broken window and, well, to be honest, a very terrifying 2 diseased dogs that had attacked us upon entering the premises. And I suppose my question is, would we be sanctioned to just enter the house if we are suspecting that there is some kind of emergency or ill intent happening there, or some kind of, or would you be in your power to go and investigate with us or in our stead, or I'm not sure the proper procedure.
So, if I'm not mistaken, you'd told me earlier that you've been commissioned by Lady Rosanna. Is that correct?
Correct, yeah.
We have no authority to give you permission to enter anybody's home, legally or illegally. That would have to go through her chain of command. If there's a disturbance at the house, you said the dogs there they had a disease?
Yeah, they were covered in boils. It was disgusting. One of them had 2 heads.
They seemed crazed.
You see the other corporal kind of like looks at him and he goes, 2 heads. 2 heads?
2 of them. Yes, sir.
Maybe I can take a report and I can bring it to my higher-ups. It's getting quite late in the evening, but we should have a sergeant on duty here pretty soon. We may be able to go and do some investigatory work, but I'm going to need a written statement if you've the time.
Well, he'll look over his shoulder and not see Payne and Amelia. I suppose we do have some time.
Right. He looks to his right and he starts speaking Elvish. Canis and Lyra. Actually, Canis, you would not. Lyra, you would hear him look over and say, Private, why don't you go ahead and scribe for us, and we'll let this gentleman talk and we'll take the report. Go ahead and title it The Thornell Estate. And then you see the private kind of nods. He sets his spear up, puts his shield down. He pulls out this small wooden slab and a piece of parchment and a quill. Okay, so from the beginning, we understand that you were commissioned by Lady Rosanna to investigate this illness in town. That led you, in your investigation, to the Thornell estate, and then, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, and Dench wouldn't hold any details out. He's going to be completely truthful about exactly what he saw. We entered the estate through the gate. Everything was overrun. All the grass was very underkept, very disheveled. And upon approaching the estate, we were attacked by the diseased dogs. And after we dispatched them, because they literally almost killed me, we investigated around the building, and we saw a broken window with some blood. And we also found a strange rock that it seems like the dogs were playing with. So I assume maybe that rock had something to do with their condition. And we investigated, we walked around the house, didn't hear anything. But when I mean we heard nothing, we heard no crickets, no birds, nothing.
Right, and the question at hand for this investigation's purpose is: are you permitted to legally enter the premises of the Thornell estate in order to continue the investigatory work on behalf of Lady Rosanna? Correct?
We were told that we could conduct our investigation without breaking any laws.
Right. Technically, breaking and entering would be illegal. However, you've given us quite troubling bits of information, and although I can't guarantee we can look into it, if you'll excuse me for just a couple of moments, we have a lieutenant on command right now, who's in charge of our patrol. I am going to bring this into him. If you'll just give me a few minutes, I'm going to request that he review it and then potentially send a message off to Lady Rosanna's proxy, Cornelius Fenbrush, and see if we can get you an answer quickly. And if not, perhaps we can be of some use and I may be able to dispatch some guardsmen to help you.
That would be
Can
fantastic, thank you.
can we also get a book of the town's laws? Is that possible?
You probably can, you can probably do that, yes, I'd assume. If you visit Willow Hollow Histories, I guarantee they've got volumes on the shelf that you can purchase.
You'll see Lyra, Denji'd probably notice Lyra, like, perks up. She looks so excited. Canis probably looks depressed.
Book shopping! If you'll excuse me for just a moment, he looks over, and in Elvish, he says a word, and Lyra, you would recognize that word as private, and this guy follows him in, and they disappear. Okay.
Then just kind of like sits down, pretty much right where he is, gets comfortable. Well, okay,
Canis.
let's get cozy.
Canis kind of sighs and then falls on the side, lying down. I can't wait to buy a book for the laws.
Yes.
You're way too excited about books. You always are.
Top of my class.
So, I'd say about 4 minutes goes by, 5 minutes probably, even closer to that. The corporal exits with the private, and he comes out holding a small envelope with a red wax seal on it, and as he steps out, he kind of cracks the seal and opens it, and he flips it over. He says, so according to my lieutenant did find this as disturbing as you described it. Thank you for your evocative imagery, Sir Dench. Lady Rosanna and Cornelius Fenbrush have stated, and I quote, "We of the council, Lady Rosanna and Cornelius Fenbrush, by proxy, have granted Mr. Dench and his compatriots permission to enter the Thornell estate by any means necessary in order to investigate their findings. This expires in 2 days." So, on the... see, today's the 24th, I think? Nope, 24... today is the 24th, yes. So on the 26th, this will expire. Meaning you'll have to get permission again to enter the estate. Unfortunately, I did not realize our guard rotation was sour tonight, as we are currently adding more patrols to the exterior of town and to the churches, so we are it, and we cannot leave our post.
Oh, I apologize to say that was actually more than I had expected. so quickly. Thank you.
Oh, no, you're welcome, of course. I mean, we're the town guard. We're here to help where we can. And thankfully, we've mages on staff who are very proficient at sending messages. Pretty much. Paperwork. I'm sure you understand.
Oh, of course I understand. I've in my experience, it's been a lot of bureaucracy and a lot of runs.
Of course. A lot of ass kissing that gets you those wizard invites or whatever it happens to be. No offense. I know you at the top of your class, so.
She's at first she looks offended, but then he says that, and I'll just watch her do it.
Right, so.
Go get clean so he can kick the door down now.
What actually was this in writing that we can?
Oh, yes, of course. He just hands the envelope over. Sorry, it's formalities. I'm supposed to read it, and yes, but take that just in case somebody questions you.
I understand. Entirely. Thank you very much.
Of course. So yeah, you can just add that to your inventory as a custom item. Just writ of entry for the Thornell estate, and it expires on the 26th of Novus. Okay. I'm assuming you guys then are going to leave.
Yeah, I'm gonna if they don't come with whatever, but I'm gonna get the book of laws. We can sake of brevity that we don't have to roleplay it. I just want to go buy a book that lists out the laws clearly.
Sure. The Willow Hollow Histories is on the other side of town, and because we are working on since we're working on time things right now, I'm gonna just go ahead and pause that there. You're absolutely free to do it. I'm not telling you can't, but I need to jump over to them for the sake of time.
Yep.
Okay. So, so you two, Payne and Amelia, you kind of leave them. They do their thing. Takes a couple of minutes to get up towards the Temple of Celestian, and then, well, you arrive.
With the doors are open at the moment, it looks like. Are they in the middle of an evening service, anything like that?
The door is only listed as open so you can walk through it.
Okay.
But the door is closed. I mean, it's probably damn near, let's see, we started today at like 6:30, so it's probably coming up on like, actually it's probably even a little bit later than 7:30 because of the travel time. So yeah, it's, you know that it's probably, as soon as the sun sets, which is in about probably 30-40 minutes, they're going to be doing their nightly service to the stars or service to the moon, depending on what phase it's in.
We've got potentially a little bit of time.
Oh yeah, you've got
until
time.
then. Okay.
You've got time.
Okay, then Amelia will, well, actually, on the way there, was there anything Payne would have said or anything to Amelia? Because I know she would have just at one point said a thank you for taking action. Inaction and hesitancy can be all of our downfall, I think. So thank you for that.
He's just like a little bit like little kid grumpy. It's just like, yeah, you're welcome. I just kind of, plans got changed, and yep, let's get her done.
If only things were ever as straightforward as they first seemed. But, it's not. What's it they say about the journey versus the destination? She kind of just gives a wry smile as they get closer.
Faster if you get there walking quickly. I think that's what they say.
Oh, this dwarf's an idiot.
But you lose out on so much.
I love him, though.
Perhaps it's because you haven't had the opportunity to just look up at the sky and see all that it has to offer. And she says that where it could very easily be a, like, dwarf sneer, but really, the way she says it's almost reverent.
He's almost offended, and then like, no, she's talking about the stars. Okay, okay, yeah, and it just keeps following.
Yeah. Then going there. If if the time is right, you said it's pre-service. She would just
Yep.
kind of she'd enter. She'd say the same quiet prayer she did before. She would hold the door open for small dwarf friend.
All right. And inside, you see the High Priestess, Daquana Rosebloom, and she is standing at the far edge of the altar. As you enter, the two clerics that are kind of with her both turn their heads towards the door, and she kind of bows as you enter. The people kind of all instinctually look back. She wasn't in the middle of a service. This was like general preparations, but it's often in any church that people who are really involved will get there early and kind of, get their little stuff set up. So, okay, yeah, so you enter.
She dips her head as well, realizes they didn't clean off the blood. That's going to be a great impression. And just I don't think there's a good way to go around, so she'll just walk down the center. The lines are throwing me off.
Yeah, sorry. Actually, you know what? I'm surprised. Oh, you know what? It's because I created this one with marble. I was like, why the hell can't you see it? I usually keep everything dark gray. Yeah, it's because it's marble. I'm a jackass.
And it's slightly off from where I think they are.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you guys approach. High Priestess Rosebloom kind of nods as you get closer. You see she kind of lifts her hands up and she wipes them. She's crushing something in a mortar and pestle and setting it into like a small censer that was probably going to be used for the initial like prayer ceremony. But she looks at you and, welcome back. It was very fast. I'm kind of surprised. I thought it's only been 3-4 hours.
The
There's
skies have been
some
clear tonight.
discoveries.
Laughs as apparently the two of them speak in unison. I know that the evening ceremonies will be starting soon. Do you have a moment where we could speak?
Of course, yes. This is a very simple abode that we pray in here, but I can have one of my priests take over if you'd like to come join me. And she kind of motions past the telescopes, walks under the moons, which, by the way, the two moons in the room are free floating. They are not held up by wires. But she kind of walks into the back by this little seat. And then she sits down and she kind of motions for you as she's walking. She motions for you. One of the clerics steps up, turns, and begins the preparatory work. But yeah, so she sits down in this rear corner here, and yes. What is it that I can do for you?
I'm going to make this fairly brief. The thing that was seen flying through the sky some nights, weeks past. And she's gonna keep her voice low. I believe
I need
we
you to stop right there.
Yep. Oh no. Oh no.
All right, Payne and Amelia, I need you to go ahead and click your tokens and roll for initiative.
I promise I don't want to.
I promise you don't have a choice. To be clear, you rolled a wisdom saving throw. Your total was 5. That was a catastrophic failure. So.
I didn't even see that it was my name that you had rolled for there.
Yep.
Oh no.
Oops. Sorry, disregard that. All right. All right. So there is a momentary pause as Amelia is explaining to the high priestess that she literally she says the words, there was that object from the sky the other night, and suddenly her whole body locks in place and you see her jaw clench, and there is this pulse of green energy from her backpack, and it washes over her one time very quickly. And as that happens, her eyes turn blood red. Amelia, your alignment immediately changes to chaotic evil. You have lost all paladin abilities, and you are dominated at this point. Your orders are to kill everything in sight and do not stop until they're dead. When they are dead, when every living thing is dead around you, desecrate their corpses and build an effigy. We're going to go ahead and give you the first go.
Oh no.
And this is why we don't fuck with
Okay.
things.
I said don't
Yeah. She would probably just try and stab the one that's immediately in front of her.
Yup.
Should have listened to the party. Should have just broken and entered. That would have been so much better than this. I don't know if my paladin stuff affects my ability, has anything built into my rolls for, like, combat.
I don't think it does, not yet anyways.
Okay. I'm like, I wasn't prepared for this yet. I was like, I'm gonna be a good little paladin.
Neither was I. I did not expect you guys to take this. This was like the worst possible route you could have taken. Yeah, so as far as your paladin things, the only thing you have right now is Divine Sense and Lay on Hands. Nothing else factors into it.
Okay. That makes this simpler. I don't think she would have her shield at that point either, because that's all about defense, so she's gonna two-handed try and murder.
Yeah, so Pain, as you see her kind of like this little flash come over her body, you see she suddenly draws her longsword, raises it above her head, and just starts fucking hacking. Oh, that's a fucking hit. Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Oh boy.
Okay. Alright, got it. So yeah, you slash into her. It hits her, like, in the top of the head, but kind of cuts down the side of her cheek. She doesn't flop over, but she screams, and everybody in here turns, and you hear curses in every language you understand, plus some, and weapons being drawn, and oh, gods! Alright. Any other actions?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think she's not in the right mind to speak or anything like that. If it is, it's all guttural, murderous cries, so
Right.
that's it.
Yeah, and it is. It is blood rage. It is pure, unadulterated slaughter, chaos, destroy, and build, and that is all that comes over your mind. Every other thought is gone. So, this cleric, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, is going to dash 5, 10, and as he gets up and around the corner, he looks at you and goes, "Oh, God's child!" You would hear that, Pain, and then he looks down at the High Priestess, and he whistles a word in Celestial, and you see this magic kind of start to cinch around her face, and it heals a very tiny amount of the wounds. And that is it for him. She kind of rears back and she holds her face, and as she pulls her hand away and it's pouring blood, she goes, "Oh, God's child, why?" And she's looking around at everything that she has. She has no weapons. She's wearing robes. She just kind of panics, and she whispers an incantation. Pain, you would understand the incantation to be that of close wounds. And she touches her own face, and you see the last of the gash that Amelia just cut into her. There's a flash of silver light that kind of rockets up it like lightning, like electricity, and she is healed to full. All right, Payne, your turn.
The one that came up and healed her first, is he more like a cleric like me? He looks kind of armored.
He is definitely armored. Yep. He's not armed, but he definitely has armor. I should say he is armed, but it's not out.
Okay. And the high priestess is definitely robes, not a battle
She
cleric
has,
of
yeah,
any
she has,
sort.
no, she has no weapons on her, no nothing. She got caught, I think everybody got caught off guard, but...
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on the high priestess and say she's been possessed by the stone. Don't kill her.
Oh, well, I don't think that's gonna happen.
I want to cast Sanctuary. Oh, that's a bonus action even. Okay, so that will be my bonus action. My actual action will be to smack Amelia with my warhammer then.
All right, so boop. Hey, there we go. Sorry, you guys know I got tokens. I got tokens on tokens on tokens. Okay, so you you whisper this incantation, and as you do so, you go ahead and mark that spell slot off, and then there is this flash of energy, and her whole body is just enveloped momentarily in what looks like molten fire, and as it settles, her body hums with kind of this hot energy, and you can see that she's under the effects of the sanctuary.
Okay, and then I will unfortunately smack Amelia.
Yep, go ahead and roll an attack. Attack roll. Oh, that fucking hits alright. Oh shit, you know what? I was wondering.
I just reduced my AC on my token because I'm not using my shield.
Understood, thank you. Alright, so that is 8 points of bludgeoning damage. Holy shit. Oh, that was a good roll. So yeah, Amelia, as you come down on the High Priestess, you kind of instinctually go to raise back up, and all of a sudden there is this blow in between your shoulder blades and lower part of the spine that would go into your neck, and there is this flash of hot red energy in you momentarily, and as you feel the pain, it kind of manifests as euphoria, and you hear a word come across your mind in Celestial. That's right, Celestial. And you hear... Anything else, Payne?
I think that's everything I can do, so yes. I mean, no, I am done. Sorry.
Alright. So this guy kind of skips around the side here, and he kind of takes a half step back, and he puts himself in between himself and the people who are kind of chilling out here. Alright, Amelia. It is your turn.
I think she's going to say out loud yeah, she has it. She's going to say more in Celestial as it crosses her mind. She yells it. as she goes to turn and strike the one that struck her. I'm going to try and murder our dear party member.
Okay. Oh, this is so fucked up. She was the worst person to pick that fucking fragment up. The worst. Goodbye, paladin levels, my old friend.
I'm assuming a 24 hits your AC. Pain.
Chaotic evil till the end. Yes, it does.
At least I'm rolling really bad damage.
It's
7.
Not, yeah, it's still not too. Look, you guys are level 1. 7 is actually pretty fucking critical. It hits
Yeah,
pain.
but D10 plus 3 on that one. I'm below minimum. Or
Fair.
below half, I mean.
That's fair. So, yeah, you come down two-handed, and as he's rearing back with his warhammer to try to probably hit you again, you cut across, like, the top of his shoulder, and your blade digs deep into his chest. As you withdraw, you see blood just, coming out in spurts to his heartbeat, which is very rapid at this point. You two are both horrifically beyond bloodied. Anything else, Amelia?
She follows it up with just in an almost laughter yell, says in Celestial, I said more. And then
Fuck yeah. Go ahead and take a DM inspiration. I shouldn't give that to you, but that's hardcore. I like that you bought into that.
I don't.
You're not here, so man, wait for the story.
My black screen told me so, but
Oh wait, your black screen.
yeah, because we're not.
yeah,
not
we
on that
can't
map.
see.
Yeah, we're not
Oh,
any of the scenes
fuck.
we're not
I'm
there
looking
for.
on stream.
Damn it! You know what?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
the
Hang on.
watch
Oh,
stream.
I wish you guys would have said something. Hold on. I can actually.
We all watched
Well, no,
it.
no. The thing is,
No.
your character models are here. I just have them on a different layer.
Honestly, just
There you
I
go.
just-
Sorry
I
about
actually-
that. I'm sorry about that. Just if that happens again, just remind me.
I didn't really want to see this.
Oh, never mind. I'll delete. Nah.
We're fine with the ignorance.
I genuinely assumed it was intentional because we weren't there.
It was only
So.
intentional because I didn't want to have you guys mistaken that you were there and then moving your characters around the map and possibly unveiling things since I have all the lights set up. So, but I totally forgot it just shows black screen if you're not there. So, either way.
We're in the shit now.
Okay, Amelia, that was it then?
Yeah, I don't think I have any bonus actions I could do at this point. So, nope, we're good.
All right.
Well, we're evil.
All right, so this priest steps up over by where the telescope is. Oof, and that's a 9. That's a big old miss. So he jumps up here, grabs onto his holy symbol. There's an incantation as he breathes in, and as he opens his eyes, they flash silver, and this bolt of silver energy rockets out of his eyes. But he's trying desperately not to hit pain, and Amelia kind of sees it coming, ducks, and the bolt smashes into the wall behind him. The next fella. Okay, so he moves clear across the room, pretty much charges across the room, and as he's doing so, you see he draws a blade, but that's about all he can do. Back to the top. So this guy is going to go ahead and use his environmental action. He's going to pull his mace out, and he's going to swing at Amelia. Oh, that's a 12. That's a miss. So he comes in. Amelia, you feel this, something hit the shoulder pauldron of your chainmail. Ching! And as you kind of like instinctually look behind you, you see the cleric raising his mace back to try to hit you again. But yeah, he did not succeed that time. Okay, so this time there will be a potential for an attack of opportunity if you'd like to take it, Amelia, as the High Priestess is desperately
Going to try.
Okay.
That's a what? Wisdom save?
It is a wisdom saving throw versus pain. What is your wisdom saving throw right now? Or what is your spell DC save?
12.
Really?
If I'm looking at it right.
Let me just take a quick look.
Like under spells, there's modifier.
Yeah, no,
spell
you are
attack,
right.
Spell
Yep.
save DCs.
Yep, you are
12.
absolutely right. I keep forgetting you guys are level 1. I'm so used to playing with all you high-level characters. I'm like, why is it not a 17? Yeah, no, it's a 12. Let's make a wisdom saving throw, DC 12.
Okay. My stats are unchanged
Correct.
for that.
Yep,
Okay.
100%. Easy. Yeah, you punch right through that sanctuary, no problem. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Where were these wolves in the dogfight?
Jesus Christ, in 24. Yeah, they were not doing. Apparently, all you needed was a little encouragement from the beyond or somewhere. I don't know. The upside down. Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll damage.
Seems like it's my god talking to me. Apparently.
Hey,
Nice gods.
there's a new book that Lyra finds in
Max.
the. Oh fuck. So you want to be a blackguard?
Fucking apparently.
So yeah, you cut into her, and as you do so, there is a scream in pain. You're really surprised because as she starts to kind of like get up off the chair and move, Amelia's eyes just follow her like a beacon, and she swings quickly with that sword, hits her, pierces right. There's like a boom sound, and she punches right through the sanctuary, and you see she digs this like 6 or 7 inch piercing strike into her shoulder blade. The High Priestess screams as she stumbles forward, but manages to get out of range. As that happens, so that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She gets to here, and then she goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And she goes to right there. You can see she's fucking running. Pain.
I hope I roll well. So, I don't really have a ton of options, so I'm just gonna smack her with the warhammer.
I had to write this entire thing on the fly while you guys. I wrote this whole not what was going to happen with the story.
That is not
This encounter I had to
IAC.
build while you were role playing because I knew what was coming and there was a chance that she would fail, and she fucking failed.
Yep, that's what you guys did to me the whole fucking
What the
campaign.
fuck? All right, so yeah, so you swing at her with the warhammer. There's a with the chainmail as it kind of bounces off. Lucy, are those boobs?
No, they're meant to be middle fingers. They look bigger on my side.
Yeah, they look real big on my side. Those look like some milkers on this side. They look like little titties. My God, Lucy. Don't they? Tell me I'm wrong. They totally do.
You're right, but it was not the intention.
You are not wrong.
When I squint and I see the little cutesy face in the middle, then I get it, and it's adorable. But besides it, I'm like, damn.
No, the face does not make it better.
No, it does.
Totally looks like
motorboat
a
and son of a
polar
bitch.
bear giving us the finger. I mean, that's exactly what it is a polar bear and the middle finger. It
My
has
God.
to
Someone who
be.
watched the druid and his acorns.
Son of a bitch.
Hey, he was really good with his acorns.
It's true.
I mean, with the
You know, I regret sending that now.
I don't. I think this is what we needed to break up whatever is happening right now. Payne, do you have any other actions?
I don't think I have anything else I can do, so I am done.
Okay. So this guy is going to then sidestep momentarily as he kind of looks behind him. People are starting to move, by the way. I'm just going to go ahead and do a generic people getting the F out of the way.
That's really smart because they were going to be my next target.
Yeah, I had a feeling. Okay, but this guy gets up here, and as he gets up to this point, he's going to take a step forward, and he's totally unarmed. But you hear him crack his knuckles as he walks up, and he throws 2 quick strikes in front of him. Okay, so that's 1 hit, 1 miss. So that's 7 points of bludgeoning damage, Amelia. So this guy, he swings at you the first time. You kind of rear back, and as you do so, he punches you in a pressure point just above your kneecap. You Payne, hear an audible and you see her knee like bend inwards, and she kind of cries out. Her eyes roll back into her head, and she falls on the ground. All right, Amelia, it is your turn. Go ahead and make a death saving throw.
That's just flat out a d20,
Yep.
right?
Yes.
I like
Unless you got
blanked
something-
suddenly.
Yeah, unless you got something fancy. 11 is a success. Okay.
Not a nat 20. Thanks, Celestian.
And that is going to bring us to this guy.
Those sirens.
The fuck was it?
An ambulance.
Oh, okay. So this guy comes up behind Payne as Payne is kind of overlooking her. And as he's doing so, he is going to look up, and he's going to kind of hold his holy symbol out again. And by the way, as she hits the ground, yes, she is in like a dying state. Her eyes though are open, and you see her kind of face is like, it's like she's talking on the ground in a dying state. Like you hear the death rattle coming up and out. It's pretty horrific. So this guy, there's another incantation. Oof, and that is a 24 to hit. Alright, so as he holds the holy symbol aloft, he looks over the top of Payne. His eyes flash silver, and there's a bolt of energy. Hits her. You fail 2 death saving throws from the, excuse me, you fail 1 death saving throw from the, what the fuck is it? Guiding bolt, that's it. Alright, this guy, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's going to kind of come back around this way, and he's going to raise his blade, his long sword. Let's see. What is your AC? Okay, so he rolled a 14, but yours is a 16, right? Or 17? No, it's a 14 right now, right? Because you don't have your shield on?
Oh, no, it's down to 16 from
It's
18.
Down to 16? Okay, perfect. What
Yep.
what about your dex? Is your dex giving you anything?
Nope.
Perfect. Okay, yeah, so he stabs at you and it doesn't pierce your armor. The guy next to him is going to try to smack you with a mace. And that's... Oh my god, I rolled 2 nat 20s. He had advantage because he's in melee and you're unconscious. I swear to god I rolled 2 nat 20s. It's showing me my total was 40. And that's
Well,
obviously...
so I'm going to be very dead on that.
Yeah, okay, he critted on you, so you automatically fail the other 2 death saving throws. So, as he comes up with the mace, he swings down, and her head, which is doing these crazy fucking things, he hits her, like, kind of in the top of the head and the face, and as he does so, Payne, I need you to make a perception check, please. Perfect. DC was only 13, so a 14 is a success. Right before the mace hits, you see her eyes lock on to the mace right before impact and follow its trajectory. There is a flash of red in her mouth, and then the mace hits, and she is dead. And that's when you take notes. And that is where we're going to go ahead and call that combat. So, people at this point are still screaming and trying to get out of the temple. As those of you... Bear with me one moment. So, Payne, there's a there's a hand on your shoulder as everything kind of comes to a conclusion. And give me one moment. It's gonna be more than that.
So the first thing, whether anybody's touching him or not, first thing Payne does is grabs the backpack and rips it off of her
Okay.
and throws it where nobody else is, screaming, "Don't touch it."
Okay. Yeah, sure. So how about I do this? Why don't I'm gonna put a no X over here, and that's where the backpack lands. Yeah, I would assume you would throw it like in between these two dudes right here. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, just so
Yep, okay.
like nobody touched it. I don't want
Okay.
anybody near it. I don't want. Yeah, I want it away from her.
Understood. Okay, so yeah, you start peeling the backpack off, and you're bleeding profusely. But you do feel a hand on your shoulder, and you hear somebody behind you say, "Brother, I've got you. Hold on 1 second." And then you hear this incantation, and you regain. It's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12 hit points as 2 cure wounds go into your. Excuse me, it's 1 level 2 cure wounds. One of the priest over here, kind of standing over her with the sword, just goes, "What in the hells was that? What did you bring in here?" And he looks down at you, Payne.
It was a stone. Amelia said we should bring it to here because it came from the sky, and then she had it in her backpack and she went crazy. Like, I mean, I guess like everybody else has been doing. Don't touch the backpack. It's in the backpack.
Understood. Excuse me.
Can we save her?
Fuck. I don't. The high priestess, at this point, you would feel your sanctuary wear off. And in the back of the room, the high priestess is kind of like sitting under a window, and her face is bleeding profusely. And you hear her kind of call out, "We have no resources to bring her back. The other temples have told us that resurrection is not. Maybe it is an option. Shit." She gets up and she begins to clamber forward, kind of like on her hands and knees. She's like running forward. And she goes, "Diamonds! Diamonds!" The other priests kind of scoot to the side, and she kind of climbs over. I mean, literally, she's like borderline on her hands and knees. And the guy who punched and the guy who smashed her head in both hand her pouches, and she digs through, and she reaches around her neck, and you can tell, Payne, she's like at the point where she's done bleeding. Like within seconds, she's gonna have to have a higher level resurrection, but she yanks the fucking holy symbol off of her neck. The clasp actually breaks in the back, and a couple of small beads fall on the ground, and she holds it out over her, presses the holy symbol to her forehead, and with the other hand she reaches down and she begins to crush these diamonds in her fist over her, and she sprinkles what looks, I mean, it looks like motes of stardust over her body. All right, Amelia, our first death and resurrection.
My fucking stone soul in session 3.
I didn't expect anybody to die. You were the worst person to pick that fucking thing up.
You know...
Don't you know me? I don't look. This ain't my fucking... All right, Amelia, go ahead and roll percent. Do you want me to roll percentiles, or do you want to roll percentiles?
Neither, but I'll roll.
Okay, you roll. Call it high or low. For your failure rate.
Okay, low. High is always in my favor. We look to the sky and all that.
Okay, so 1 and 2% are your failure. If you roll a 1 or a 2%. There you go. All right, so There is a flash of energy pain as the other priests in the room kind of take a step back and kind of wince. I mean, literally a massive flash of silvery light. And as the motes of energy fade over her body, she glows silver momentarily, and suddenly her mouth opens. Make a medicine check for me, Payne. Payne, you notice she does not have a tongue.
Oh, boy.
He better put those pieces together, because... So, as she takes those couple of breaths, her eyes begin to open. Amelia, you feel extremely fatigued. But you are no longer chaotic evil. You feel as if the light of Celestian has been restored to your mind and to your body and to your spirit. However, you cannot speak. Your tongue is missing. And you are 100% aware of what just happened.
Amelia.
I mean, let me take that back. You
make
can
me
speak,
kill
by the
you
way.
again.
You can speak, but you don't have a tongue, so it's pretty fucked up.
I'm pretty sure she would wake up just screaming at that point.
Yeah, and the screams are full-bodied, and Payne, as you say that to her, don't make me ever kill you. Get up, wow, shit! I mean, she just lets loose. At about this time, Lyra, Dench, and Canis are approaching the church, and you see people screaming and fleeing from the Temple of Celestian. Oh gods, what was that?
Do you think everything is okay in there?
By the way, those people are screaming, and he'll run through the doors.
Yeah, I would follow.
Payne would like immediately wrap her in a like grappling hug, like pinning her arms to herself, but also like holding her and like, what's going on here?
And as the other three of you enter, ooh, Canis, are you touching that backpack? I saw you beeline for that backpack, bitch.
I forgot what the red X was. Don't mind me.
Just sniffing, no big deal. Okay, yeah, so what you guys see is what you get, and everything I just explained to you.
So much blood.
There is blood fucking everywhere. And by the way, the High Priestess, she is sitting up on this bench now. At Dench, as you round the corner, and Lyra, as you round the corner, and Canis, you see she has this horrific wound in her back just underneath her spine, like it just missed severing her spine, and she is sitting there hunched over, just like holding her holy symbol, which has clearly been torn off of her neck based on the blood splatter, and she's just holding it with white knuckles, praying just feverishly over it. The other priests in the room have kind of stepped back, and you see they all have weapons out, and a couple of them have blood all over their weapons, and Amelia's on the ground being held by Payne.
Screaming.
Was there an infected in here? What happened? And Dench will like rip off his cloak and kind of like, I guess, try to press it against the priestess's wounds.
Yeah, I haven't gotten the book yet, but I'm fairly certain whatever happened here is not legal.
So nobody else is healing the High Priestess? Oh, he left.
No, he said no.
I don't have healing abilities. All I have is a dirty ass cloak to try to stop
It,
the bleeding.
It was more of a like I need to know observation for
he said
Xavier.
No from the other room. Nobody else is healing.
And then I
She's
think
not bleeding out.
she's not bleeding out. Okay.
And for the record, Amelia is she's just screaming because that was horrific.
Okay, well, while she's shouting, what? I know this is a holy place, but what in the nine hells happened here?
I thought he was gonna be like, what in the absolute
So
fuck?
we were about to give them or present the stone when a green flash came over Amelia and her eyes, I don't know that her eyes turned red. Nix that, she had her back to me.
You did you
green-
caught it. You did catch it because
Okay.
she turned to you to swing at you with the longsword. And then when she looked to the side, they didn't just flash red. They turned red.
Okay, so her eyes turned red. They were blood red. And she just started attacking us.
Oh, this was actually probably the best thing that could happen. It has already laid the
mean,
groundwork for just
I
how
tried
fucking
not to kill
scary
her,
this campaign is
but
gonna be. Yep.
didn't communicate very well, and everybody else,
So she died?
she died in the temple. High
Amelia.
priest brought her back.
Amelia.
And she's been screaming since. And don't touch the backpack. Oh my god, don't touch the backpack.
Can Den
Lyra's
see
gonna-
where he is?
Yeah, easily.
Lyra's gonna crouch down and look as Amelia's just screaming and look in her mouth at her tongue specifically.
Okay. Are you looking for anything in particular? Or is there anything you're trying to?
I want to see what the if I'm able. I'm not shoving my fingers in there or anything, but I want to see if it looks like especially where it was severed. what
Make
it
a
looks
medicine
like.
check. I already know what you're looking for.
I'm not good at that.
Now I know you're not good at that, but I know that Candace is a medical professional, and I know what type of thing you're looking for. Has it been ripped out or cauterized?
Right, yeah.
already knew. With an 11, I mean that's not.
Or was it magical? Was kind of what I was
Yeah,
wondering.
so it's tough to tell if it was magical. You're not entirely sure. What you can tell is that it has been completely removed from the root.
Okay.
It is gone, and there is no open wound there. Whether that is from somebody healing her or the manifestation of whatever happened, the tongue is gone.
Pain, was she talking? Was she talking when she was hitting you?
Sorry, you said you were saying her name like gently,
Yeah.
right? At 1st, I do think she would kind of like transition from the screaming to just like the heaving, like trying to catch her breath and stop panicking. But
And then-
she's very obviously panicked.
In that case, then Lyra would, if she like stopped screaming, then Lyra would like kind of gently turn her face to her so she could look in your mouth and see her tongue.
So just before the
Everybody's so invested.
final
I love it.
blow, there was a flash of light, red light in her mouth or from her mouth, and then she died.
Would that
And I-
resonate,
I don't know.
Xavier? Would that resonate as like a curse or anything with me from
Making an
anything
Arcana
else?
check.
It'd be great if I could roll better.
It's not any. Remember, you guys are level 1. It's not easy. It's not easy being breezy. It is not anything you have ever come across in any level of study whatsoever.
Okay. Amelia, just it's good. This is good because now we know that resurrection works, right?
You hear from behind Dench, you hear somebody kind of whisper out loud in common. You hear, it's the Great Reset. It's the great
reset.
It's the Great Reset. The curer of all things, death and resurrection if somebody's body's been cursed by something beyond our plane. Nobody's been able to figure it out yet. The elven temples, they've left them as corpses, not invested the materials. We're the first ones to attempt bringing somebody back from the dead that was infected. It's the Great Reset.
Are you familiar with anything that upon death would take someone's tongue?
No. I think we were not given permission or commission to investigate or inspect any of the bodies Not like the elven temples, anyways. So this is our first run-in, but we've heard what the others have done, tried, concluded, and none of them have tried resurrection. It was that easy. Death and resurrection. The Great Reset. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, gods.
And something to keep in mind before we start using other resources is she may still be afflicted in some way since her tongue is gone. I'm not
We
entirely
need
sure what that
Cornelius
means.
here, and we need the guards, and we need nobody to touch that backpack until we know what to do with it.
So it was the stone. We told her not to.
I think
Priestess, do you
Amelia's
have-
sorry, Amelia's going to like grab since Pain's still like hugging her, right? Dwarf grapple.
Oh, like too hard of a hug, probably, and more, yeah, yeah.
She's gonna like grab at your arm and try and say something that's not between the heaving breaths and the lack of tongue, it is not intelligible, but she tries to
You know what?
say something.
Amelia, make a performance check.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. That's a good call. I like that.
No.
Okay, yeah, disregard. It's very...
It was so good and then it hit the edge of the screen.
I hate it when it does that shit.
It's like 15, 15, 15, 2.
And Pain will just kind of give her a little tighter squeeze and go, "It's okay, it wasn't you. But don't make me kill you again."
She's gonna kind of try and shove off and then turn to Lyra and kind of like make a grabbing motion towards Lyra.
She wants a hug.
Lyra will very awkwardly go in for a hug. She clearly doesn't do that much.
Billy tries to move back from that.
She doesn't want to hug Canis, you're wrong.
Make a performance check, Amelia.
Try harder.
I'll
Make
give
a
it,
what?
give me another performance check since you reached into somebody
Okay.
different. I'm just curious to see if anybody can pick up what you're putting down. If they can smell what you're stepping. Okay, so what are you trying to relay to her?
She's trying to say, it spoke. It spoke. It said more. It spoke.
So, Lyra, through her gestures and what sounds kind of almost like moans, and her it's like a really hyper articulation. So, and to use it's bad imagery, and I don't mean any offense, but if you've ever heard somebody who is deaf that became deaf after they were capable of hearing, there is a very different over enunciation and kind of dulled back palate in the way they speak. That's kind of what you're hearing, so you are able to hear that from her.
What spoke? The stone? The glowing weird green stone spoke to you?
She's not even gonna try and explain. She'll try and just say paper.
Yeah, you hear the word, it's, paper.
Like she'll mime just writing something.
Paper.
I think she wants paper.
So at this point, the other priests, by the way, have surrounded the high priestess Rosebloom, and they have all laid hands on her and gotten her patched up back to full. And they've actually started to like reaffix her holy symbol, and they're kind of giving her counsel. She though looks to the guy who punched the kind of monkish guy, and she says, "Fetch some parchment from the altar. Bring it to her. I think we're all right now. And you, and she kind of like says, no, not you. You." And she looks down at Canis. "Go lock the chapel door."
He's like, I don't have any thumbs.
In an ironic twist of irony, okay, so this guy, he comes back over to the altar, and then as he comes back around, he kind of stops and he hands some paper over to Payne and Amelia, as well as a small quill and an ink pot.
obviously, the more sane she gets and calm, I quit with the bear hug.
All right, so Amelia, you're given paper.
Okay.
And until further notice, you can communicate via paper.
Yay.
I was gonna try and
Her handwriting is not
I was
the
gonna try and
normal,
message her
eloquent
so I
Elven
was gonna have
script, but the very first thing is she writes is just, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And just like underlines that, nearly like tearing through the parchment. Not, and then not the stone, something. Not the hells.
Was it your god?
Ooh, no.
She
There's
doesn't write,
something
she
going
just
on.
gives Lyra a look.
Hey, gods aren't completely untouchable. If there's something going up that high, then we might need to get more churches involved. Stop being ready to be offended and be ready to listen.
Uh,
If you're talking, we can't hear you, kid.
She brings the pen back up to where she had written "I'm so sorry" and just kind of, a little shamefully, just taps that.
She'll nod.
Not
Okay.
the Wanderer.
Okay. Okay. Was the backpack off after she died or before?
Amelia doesn't realize the backpack wasn't on her at that point, so like she just whips her head around to look and like where like half sits up and like tries to figure out where it is.
Don't touch it, but it's over there.
I don't remember that.
Okay, so probably after. Do you remember everything?
The look on her face is probably answer enough there. She doesn't write. She like brings the pen up and just like her hand shakes and just she nods once.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry you remember everything. But it's good. Did you feel like you had any control at all? Okay, so you knew what was going on. You felt compelled. Have you ever felt that presence or heard that voice before?
Just shakes her head. Looks sickened. She writes um she writes first in common, just hungry, and then she writes a word in Celestian and then adds quotes around it.
I
Celestial.
can read that.
Perfect. She writes more
Okay.
and
that's
adds
what
it, says that in quotes.
Okay. Okay.
Pain.
So,
And she just writes just like line after line, just pain, blood, death, more.
hmm. Okay. Do you feel, well, you don't feel it now, I'm assuming. Do you feel like you are still as capable as you were before everything?
Ow. That one's not written. She just makes a groan of unmistakable pain.
Okay, well, I'm sure you look like you are in pain, but do you feel like you are still connected to your god?
She's going to just close her eyes, touch her holy symbol, and just her prayer is going to be an apology, a very much a repentant thing, though she knows on some level it wasn't her fault. Um, and you said she does feel that connection has been restored.
Yeah, so she does feel the connection, and why don't you go ahead and make a religion check for me?
While she rolls that, can I ask which way the door opens?
In?
Cool. So if it opens inward towards the church, then he's just gonna lie in front of the door. He can't actually lock it.
Okay, that's fair. That's a fair point. That's a really fair point. Okay, religion check. 12? Okay.
I only have level 1 wisdom, sorry.
No, it's fine. What was your... sorry, what was your prayer? You said...
It's a just it's repentance.
Okay.
Apologies, guilt.
Okay. So as that happens, as you kind of, make that silent prayer, or even if it's quietly out loud, whatever it happens to be, you guys would see Amelia's head kind of turns to the side momentarily. Her eyes close. She blinks once, and in between the blink before her eyes close again, there is this beacon of silver light that she may not necessarily have noticed, but you guys definitely did. Amelia, you see that spring into your vision for a moment, and that is facing directly southwest of where you are right now. And yes, nobody else can see that.
She is going to scramble to her feet then.
And to be clear, as far as looking at the world maps, that southwest direction of where you are right now would be like the Thornell estate.
So then, and obviously Lyra doesn't know what's going on here. So she's looking around at the religious people. What kind of power can interrupt a practitioner's connection to their respective god? Because that might be what we're dealing with here.
That stone.
The High Priestess speaks up. Not necessarily just a stone. Unfortunately, and she looks to the rest of her priests. She's not a cleric.
No, she's a paladin.
Right. And for a
That means
paladin,
she's connected to a god?
she is, but bound by oath instead of bound by the religious sanctions. Meaning, if any bit of her personal, moral, legal, personality, wants, needs, desires, ethicality, it doesn't matter. If anything sways from that oath, there's typically, in the paladin orders, an immediate disconnection.
Right, but...
Not so much for priests.
To give a little context here, we stood and argued about whether or not we should open a door for 20 minutes, so I don't think there was too much on voluntarily.
Doesn't need to be voluntary for it to... for something to impose its will upon her.
Right, okay.
She's gonna try and say out loud, just evil. It was evil. I was evil. She's gonna try.
Sure, make a performance check. Yeah, it's she's getting good at this no tongue thing. Yeah, she says it. It's a little muddled, but you guys understood it. And the high priestess, Dequana, she kind of points over and she goes, "She's right. I saw her eyes. I heard the voice that came through."
Did she spoke?
She
spoke in.
she spoke in Celestial, and
It was celestial.
it was from another plane of existence that had nothing to do with Mount Celestian. I guarantee you that, sir.
Interesting.
Really hoping it was gonna be actually infernal somehow.
Amelia,
Okay.
do you understand Infernal?
Sorry, say that one more time.
She said, Amelia, do you understand Infernal?
She shakes her head.
She kind of glances out to the rest of the group. I wonder if some of those who were affected before maybe understand and speak the language. There's a couple of nods. The monk who's holding the extra paper, he kind of starts taking notes. Well, either way, it's not good. The things she was saying were horrific. And she kind of points to her robes, which are just caked in dried blood, thick dried blood. She was asking me, she was preparing to ask me for help with this thing, and it took over.
So,
Yeah, no, we left her moments ago, and then she was perfectly normal, perfectly sane.
well,
It's-
she was.
well, sane.
Yeah, well, yeah. Sorry, go on.
It's not, maybe not the time for that joke.
My compatriots are stumbling over their words, but
She wasn't that great.
my concern is the backpack and the stone at the moment. Is this?
Yes.
I feel like this is a thing for Cornelius to handle at this point. Like, I feel like we're way out of our league, and
No.
we need them here.
Can't.
Unless High Priestess, you have a little more insight.
She kind of looks down at Amelia.
She's gonna say no again, and then she's going to take a second and write. Take that evil can't be with the leadership, but he underlines gave a sign. We need to go back. He will protect us.
Do you have methods of protection from a stone such as this? Do you have any?
Yeah, nobody should touch this.
Nobody should
I-
touch this. Absolutely. Can you seal it somehow? I don't know.
I chipped it. Can I just break it?
Afraid
Well-
I'll just make smaller bits for people
That's
to
probably-
go even crazier.
And if not, then it's probably gonna either lash back out at you if it's like cursed items, or possess you as well.
This just needs to be sealed somehow, sealed away. And
Don't
vanished
freaking touch
somehow.
that backpack.
I am not. First of all, Sir Dwarf, you are not in the house of the Dwarf Lord.
Apologies. I thought the character was one of the minions, not the High Priestess. I thought like one of the
Damn!
little guys was like,
Touch that,
"Oh, I'll
you
come
bitch."
over and check this thing out," you know?
If you touch it, I'll break your fucking fingers. No, so she steps over and she kind of looks down and she says, I think we need to do a couple of things here. She looks to the priest to her right. I need you to take this package. We have no way to contain this thing right now. However, and she points down over here, we do have basins of very purified holy water. I think if we can keep it in there, and she looks back towards the door. Dear Canis, you've got the door locked?
In a way.
Wonderful. We quarantine just like all the other churches in town. and we keep ourselves locked down. This here, none of us touching it, none of us near it. It simply submerged in the holy water, and we wait for your return, hopefully with answers. Is that acceptable?
Amelia's going to write again, and there's holy water, or yeah, there is holy water in my bag. Being near it wasn't enough. Will submerging it be?
She kind of smiles as she holds the tablet and kind of pushes it back towards you. Well, I suppose we're about to find out. We need to do these things, child. Through experimentation comes knowledge.
Let me be
Perhaps.
the one to move the stone.
Well, before you do, could
I love
ask
how
you to
into
just
this everybody's
drop
getting.
all
Holy
your
shit.
weapons and anything that you can use to kill somebody with?
Absolutely.
Let
I
me.
am tapped out for the day.
Um,
I can put a stone in the water and be okay. Amelia is not touching the stone
No,
again
Amelia,
because
you might
I
be
can
more
only kill her
susceptible.
once a day.
Well, and she might be more susceptible. It would be good to see. So she didn't have possession of this thing for very long, and that's something that might be good for you guys to know as well. It was only.
It's true, she made it all the way up here.
Pain and Lyra. Pain, since you were here. Lyra, because you just brought it up. Why don't you go ahead and give me a survival check? Both of you, please.
I thought you were about to say a wisdom save.
Wouldn't that be fucking hilarious? Shouldn't have hit it with the Warhammer,
probably be
jackass. They
better.
breathed in. Okay. So, Lyra, Pain, you were way too caught up in this. Lyra, as you're thinking about it and you're doing the calculations and you're running your fucking arcane math, you're like, it was about an hour. It was about,
That's what I was gonna say.
it was about 1 hour to the T. And I hate you fucking lovely players because I had to keep not one, not two, but 3 different timers going on my fucking phone for all of your momentary up and down RP for that hour. That was awesome.
So if you go up that, it was only about an hour, I would say, that she had it in her possession. So nobody touch it for at all.
Ever.
Any seconds, moments.
Bought
or
it.
hours. Do you have a means of magic that? No.
Oh yeah, I've seen some magic folk kind of move things with their minds.
The high priestess speaks up. She goes, "Oh, yeah, that's a fair point." She looks back at Lyra. Didn't you graduate the highest in your class? Shouldn't you be able to mage hand
Yeah,
incantation? I've seen other mages do it who were way lower in their graduating classes.
Yeah, I mastered that one pretty quickly, but Canis got a little jealous because I was having the hand to do the stuff instead of Canis. So. Oh, hey, Canis.
Wait,
Hand do what
what
That is
are you?
not why.
Moving things. He didn't want me to use the hand to move
Oh.
things.
Mage hand to pet king.
Everybody just breathes a sigh of relief around the room. I think,
Yeah,
oh,
like 4 of the 5 clerics are
damn
like,
tail.
So, not at this time.
right.
And
Well,
I have
just pick the damn thing up and put it in the basin. We'll just see what happens. If you say it's an hour, what is 10 seconds?
And that's exactly what Pain does as soon as she says it.
Yep, and
I'm gonna
she
be-
steps to the side. Sorry, go ahead, Camus.
I'm gonna be ready to attack him with Firebolt if he starts to go crazy and attack people in this.
I,
this building.
I do drop my Warhammer for sure because we had
Okay.
talked about that and chainmail shirt,
Yeah.
probably not. But
I'm just concerned
Warhammer's
about
on the
the
ground.
daggers and the warhammer and anything like that. Just weapons of murder. That's all.
Well, actually, before we move
Oh,
it,
for fuck's sake.
do we want to see if I can detect magic on it or try to identify it or anything? We could do it after it's in there, but I don't know if it will have an effect if it's going to be surrounded by magic.
Yeah,
Um,
as you're saying
wait.
that, Payne's like dumping it out of the backpack and like
Oh,
doing the
Amelia's
Payne
like
thing, and he's
winces
going
a
for
little
it.
bit because that backpack is like 30 pounds and has so much stuff in it.
Oh, it's on the
Like-
floor.
Oh, it's on the floor. Yeah, all your crap pours out onto the floor, but there is the bundle inside the pack that you guys see is pretty eloquently wrapped. I mean, it is still. It doesn't look like anything tried to escape it. It's the cloth that is. I mean, literally bundled up and tied up like a fucking Hobbit backpack with a bunch of elven bread in it.
We could try to glean some more information about it before we put it into a little magical stasis.
Oh, it goes in
Just
the
so long
water.
as you don't need to touch it.
Payne, do you put it in the water?
Oh, I like since dropping the warhammer, and I haven't heard anything
He's doing it.
convincing
Yeah, he's
enough,
just
it
doing
goes in
it.
the water.
Okay, so yeah, he is not listening to anything you guys are saying. He picks it
What a
up.
surprise.
Well, he dumps the backpack out, takes the satchel, we'll call it, walks it over, and just bloop, drops it into the holy water. There is no sizzle, no fizzle, no explosion, no weird shit. It just sinks to the bottom after probably about 30 seconds, and it's really unceremonious.
I want to break it so bad. He does say.
Did the shard, that little sliver, also make it into the basin?
Yeah, because that was inside of the
Yeah, I am
the
making
thing.
sure that all of the little fragments of that
Oops.
evil death murder stone get into that basin, damn it.
Yeah, it's in there.
Okay. I'm not paranoid or anything, but I'm paranoid.
Sure you
Can
are.
you still conduct your magical detection?
God
magic
damn it.
on while it's in the
I don't
water?
know, because if it's in the holy water, then I might just get readings from the water.
It's safer that way.
We think.
I could have learned a lot more, but oh well.
She's gonna say out loud again, just evil. No.
Well, as long as it doesn't get touched, I suppose it's as safe as it can be. Just,
I,
I,
I'll
I
still,
suppose giving it a wide berth.
I could still try to get a reading from it if you guys can give me 20 minutes.
If it doesn't take any resources and it doesn't allow you to hold on to it.
Now, if you're willing to wait, then it should be fine. I just need to be able to see it, and the water is see-through.
Might even be prudent for us to just take some time here anyway. Because we did come in contact with it. I don't think anybody really touched it except for Amelia, but might be good to see if one of us doesn't go berserk anyway.
To be fair, she touched it longer, had it in her possession longer, but I touched it as much as she did, being that it was in her backpack. So, I'll just sit here for a minute. And I'll sit down and kind of lean myself up against the basin, I guess it is.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe if you could not be so close to it.
It was in a thing. Yeah, it was in a thing.
Oh, yeah, right.
And it's
I'll
still in a
shift
different
over
kind of
to
thing.
the pillar instead of the basin, so I can make sure nobody touches it.
Maybe a little bit.
All right.
Try to do your thing, Miss Lyra.
Okay.
So, she'll walk up to the basin, but she won't touch anything. And she starts to starts drawing runes in the air, and there's like tiny magical traces that follow behind her fingers. But when she's drawing out the runes, it looks as though if you have like even basic knowledge of music, it looks like she's doing it on like a musical staff. So she's kind of drawing the runes in specific spots on the musical staff, and she even is humming to herself a little bit as she does it. And that's how her rituals go. The magic, it has that same light that you guys had seen before when she did the firebolt. It's just got like a blue and silverish sort of twinge that's tracing behind. And then I am gonna look specifically at that weird ass rock for both of the rituals.
All right, so the first ritual. So tell me, what is the first ritual you're casting?
Detect magic.
Detect magic. Okay, give me one moment to pull that up, please. And then what's the second one going to be?
Identify. But obviously, if it shows up as non-magical, I wouldn't bother with the second one. So.
Understood. Well, I now identify can give you information about things
that's
historically. Have you looked at the information?
Yeah.
on that? Do,
That
just
actually-
you look at the spell description and let me know if that's actually what you want to do or not. Sorry, go ahead, Kat.
Nope, I was going to bring up that doesn't identify need touching it though.
Oh yeah. No, I'm waiting on that. I was gonna let her get through detect magic first, Amelia. Okay, and then I was gonna let her touch it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do detect magic first.
She's gonna say no fucking thank you on that, because Amelia wouldn't know what that is, but
So-
you know.
What I will
But
do
Lyra would.
is I'll do detect magic first.
Okay, so okay.
I want to look at that, but I also want to look
Let-
at Amelia after I look at that.
Sure. So, well, either way, though, Lyra would know what identify requires. You do have to touch the thing you're gonna do. So,
So
if your people are gonna freak the fuck out,
Yeah.
but let's do detect magic. Okay, so you finish the ritual. 10 minutes goes by. The pack, now that it has sunk down, has saturated. The knot has kind of loosened ever so slightly. And you open your senses to the presence of magic within, I guess it's like 30 feet of you.
It is.
Okay. So, there is absolutely 100% magic emanating from this pool.
Okay.
Okay. Give me one moment. Okay, so there's a lot of magic in here. Okay, you're in a church. You're in a pretty powerful church too. So you pick up from the pool. Divination is overwhelming. Enchantment. And then there is a very small hum from deep inside the bottom of this pool, which is evocation and necromancy. You see this red and black pulse coming from inside the pack, which is surrounded by the light blue and green divination enchantment aura, which you can tell is the water. Inside that pack, though, there's something that is definitely humming with necromantic and evocative magic.
Okay. So I do still want to. So I'm gonna turn and look at Amelia. Is she showing any resonance of that same type of magic?
This might be relevant for me to say what I'm doing during this then.
What do you
I
do?
don't know if that's
Go ahead.
going to affect anything.
We
sorry,
gotta find out.
If Lyra's doing her casting, I have a feeling Amelia's going to go over towards the high priestess, and she's sitting on the bench, right? On the pew?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she's just going to, like, kneel down next to that pew and just bow her head and just very, very clear, contrite, like, apology kind of thing that she's not going to be able to verbalize at the moment. But just kind of presenting herself in that way.
Okay, so you go over there. As she is casting the ritual, she'll kind of lean down. She'll lean down kind of quizzically at first, like, what the hell is this kid doing? And then she'll reach her hand out, her right hand, and she kind of caresses your cheek, and she pulls your chin up, and she will say in Celestial, "That was not you, child. And though I know you're not of the cloth, the oath you took was not broken by what was imparted upon you."
her eyes are going to just like fill with tears that she's going to blink back to try not to actually cry, but it was fucking terrifying on so many levels. But she'll very shakily nod.
So as Amelia moved past Payne, he realized that she looks like hell, and nobody's healed her. So he
None
stands
of
up
these priests have touched her.
and does closed wounds on Amelia, kind of like a hand on her head as she's like kind of bowing down and talking to the priestess, and just
Nothing
kind of a
happens.
top of the head pat pat kind of thing.
No, she does not heal from that.
Oh, it's the same day, isn't it?
Yep. Yeah, as you do that, you kind of like you let the incantation out, and she kind of blinks. You see the energy flood through her, but there's a couple beads of sweat as her body's natural regenerative properties are not doing good.
He just kind of goes, "Oh, right, sorry, Amelia." And he'll take his position back on the post again, pillar.
And she would. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say really quickly too, Amelia, as you were kind of like looking up at the high priestess, she removes her hand from your face, kind of like underneath your jaw, and she says, "In Celestian's light, no darkness endures." And she sits back, still bloody as shit from your wounds, but not bleeding. Obviously, it's just her clothes are messed up. Nobody's cast prestidigitation, so fucking wizards.
And she'll settle back from that. Okay, sorry. Candace, do all of your fancy top of your class things that I can't help with. All I can do is murder.
So does she have a resonance of that same kind of magic that I was seeing?
Nope, not a lick.
Is there any magic on her?
As you turn behind you, there is no magic on her. There is no magic on Dench, no magic on Pain. When you look at Canis, you notice the ever familiar abjuration, enchantment, and evocation, which is always kind of about his being. And the moons. Hang on, it's within 30 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, nope, never mind. You don't notice that. So the priestess, you would notice that she's got a couple of magic items on her that resonate with enchantment. And one, her holy symbol resonates with evocation. Besides that, nothing else really in the room.
Okay, well, to do the other part, I would need to touch it. But it definitely had. She's like sadly eyeballing the pool, clearly still considering touching it and trying to do the second one. It definitely had a red and black pulse. There's
What does that mean?
necromancy and evocation for sure.
Yeah, and as Lyra is talking, by the way, as she is once she finished the ritual, the runes had kind of faded, and her eyes now are just humming with this soft blue kind of like pulse, like boom, 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 boom. That lasts for what? That lasts for 10 minutes. Okay.
Well, touching it is out of the question, in my opinion.
I'm glad you said
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
because I was thinking it and I was like,
I didn't want to be that
Payne's
guy.
just like mentally exhausted, going, I don't want to have to kill another teammate. He's just tired.
Definitely no touching.
Okay, well then that's the best I can offer.
God, level 1. You guys are
Given
really
the
tough.
state of our group, I would suggest maybe we find a place to rest for the evening before we try to go back.
Oh yeah, we got
Talk
legal
to
permission,
Cornelius.
by the way. We can
We did.
go in
We
the
did.
house.
For 2
Oh,
days.
that's good.
she's going to grab her parchment again and point to where she had written the "We need to go back." He gave us a sign. He will protect us.
Y-
We
yeah,
need to go back.
y- yeah, but you are not in condition to potentially face anything, let alone a stiff breeze currently.
And
So
I'm
I
tapped out.
suggest, yes, I suggest perhaps we spend the night somewhere.
Is he larked? He just used the word tapped.
Be safe.
I like that.
And I would also,
I like
figure
that a
it would
lot.
be prudent that we all spend some time around each other who had been in exposure to this rock to make sure that we don't go crazy.
It'll also let us stick around for an hour to see if the pool's helping. This pool, nobody like it doesn't like drain anywhere or anything where anybody could get to it, does it?
She kind of points at the base of the like the basin of the pool, and you see like a small lever there, like a small stone lever, and she says, "We do drain regularly to ensure that the holy water is fresh, but nobody's
Where's
going
the
to."
water?
It drains out oh, she kind of blinks. It drains out underneath the temple.
Yeah. Is there any way to like recycle the like re-holy eyes?
I can have the clerics drain it by hand and take it outside the city walls if necessary.
Okay. I'm just nervous about anyone touching the water.
We won't.
Well-
We will leave it here. We are officially quarantined, so that is done now until this has been resolved. So we can handle that when need be.
Speaking of quarantine, why was so many people opposed to bringing in Cornelius, who hired us for this job, and yeah, the guard? Like,
Because we don't
they
know enough
should be
about
involved.
They should be. They should be. And we will get them involved, but we still need to go into that house to figure out what happened. The dogs clearly were affected, but
They
people
didn't
lived there.
have, the gods didn't have the manpower to assist us anyway. And I was very surprised at the fact that they were able to turn around a writ as quickly as they did. I am no stranger to bureaucracy, and I assumed that that would have taken days. But
And also, they took a whole statement from Dench, which included what we found, so they're already informed.
So,
Scribble, scribble,
High
scribble.
Priestess, could I have your word that no one will touch this? And I, I'm very concerned about not getting Cornelius involved in this because it was him that hired us.
oh, he's
But
been
now we're
informed.
leaving
He
this
has
in your care? Does he
has been
know that
informed
the
of the
stone is
situation.
here, though, and that the stone is what changes people? And that, like,
We
I mean,
can
it's right
part, no.
there. And it's like part of what. Yeah, go ahead, Candace. I see you want to say something.
So, Xavier, since me and Lyra kind of live in this town, what do we know of Cornelius?
He's a proxy. He's kind of a bitch boy.
In that case, that's exactly how Canis would see him, actually. He would
He
say,
is a bitch
listen,
boy.
I know you're all about, like, authority or whatever pain, but Cornelius is kind of useless.
Well, okay, Canis, let's. He's not useless.
Right, sorry. In this situation, I do not think he can do anything. He's been
That's not
informed,
to be certain.
and the guards, they're stretched too thin. You keep, like, going on about calling them in, but I don't think for this situation, I think we've done the best with what we can.
And more than that, if I can interject momentarily, they at the top are trying to figure out what is happening as much as all of us. That is us, the Temple of Alona, and the Temple of Carillion Lythirian. The gods really have nothing to do with this, and if it makes any difference to you whatsoever, let my duty burn as The stars burn forever vigilant and never dim. No one will touch this pool until we have your word that we can progress forward with it.
Thank you, High Priestess.
Amelia is going to hand a piece of paper to the High Priestess, and it's just going to say, "Do you have anyone you could spare to inform Mistress Rosanna of this?
She
Of
reads it.
what else?"
Yeah, she reads it and she kind of looks over to this cleric here and she says, "Acolyte, prepare a sending spell and send message to Lady Rosanna, or, well, don't send it to Lady Rosanna, send it to Cornelius Fenbrush and let him deliver the news of what has happened here today."
And Amelia would look over towards Payne to see if that's enough in his eyes.
He'd give her, well, that was, I guess I heard what she said. Yeah, that would be kind of like a nod. Yep, we're good.
I cannot see you go out into the wilds without healing you, at least in some way, shape, or form. So, come, child. And she kind of like gestures her hand forward. You see her holy symbol flash momentarily as she kind of like reaches down to you to try to touch you.
Before I react, if Amelia were to like not accept that healing, the spell would be wasted there, or could she move away early enough where it's not going to just be essentially a waste of a spell slot?
No, you can dodge it. You can, back out of the way like, no,
Okay.
no, no, no.
Okay, then she's gonna kind of pull back a little and just shake her head and gesture, and try and get the message across like, no, you're still hurt. I
Oh,
will
no,
recover.
she's
Oh,
fully,
she was fully?
yeah, they healed, the
Okay.
clerics surrounded her and healed her to full.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought she was still
No, she just did not
bleeding.
heal herself. No, she
Okay.
just has like reminiscent blood all over her from the
Okay.
wounds.
Okay, in that case, yes, she would absolutely accept that healing because ow.
Yeah, so that was a level 2 cure wounds. That was 14 points of healing, which I believe heals you to full. Okay. So yeah, she lays her hand on your shoulder and she kind of like drags her hand across the wounds, and as they drag across, there is this silver kind of ash that appears across the wounds, and they heal her to full.
And she'll convey a thank you.
Oh, and the good news is I don't see any of that evil energy on Amelia. So it's gone. Which could be good, because it could mean that once you die... You know what I just realized, though?
Is that what I understand? From what I
It
heard?
also... That disproves my theory, though, too, which is good, but disappointing.
They're not zombies.
Well, no, I didn't think they were zombies. Who did the killing blow on Amelia?
Well, Payne's been
One
going
of
on
the-
about killing people.
Yeah, the priestess looks kind of dead
One
ahead.
of the priests
Yeah, looks at this guy over
or
here,
acolytes.
and she says, "My acolyte did, actually."
I want to make sure there's none of that energy on him.
Okay, yeah, as you look over with your detect magic up, nothing on him remanates. What the remanates? I create a lot of words when we play D&D. Nothing emanates magic. Yeah.
Okay, and she'll turn back to the group. Yeah, that theory's dead.
Okay,
So it doesn't
that's good
spread
to
by
know.
killing.
It doesn't spread by killing.
It
She sounds
just
way more disappointed.
spreads by. It just spreads by touching this rock.
Or touching it or being around it. We're not
Yeah.
sure. But if I mean, maybe we should hang out here for an hour since it was about an
I
hour.
agree. Yeah.
You
Yeah,
are
I agree.
welcome.
And w- I mean, as I said before, it is getting late and dark outside. I suppose, would it be possible for us to spend the night here? Or I
Yes.
know a lot of us are not in great condition to move.
Yes, no, that is fine by me. We don't have accommodations here for sleeping, but you're welcome to take to the pews or to the seats, wherever you may need to rest your heads. Again, no one will come in, no one will come out. At that point, the acolytes begin to kind of move, and they do position themselves around the door. We are effectively under quarantine, so there will be none in and none out.
Of course, I don't want to speak for the group, so if you all have a different opinion on the matter, then let's discuss it. But I think this is probably the safest place for us to be.
Yeah, I'm good for some pew sleeping.
I'm always good for a nap.
That's true.
Payne's already sitting on the floor with his head kind of down and, almost a snore.
And I'd be happy to help assist clean what I can.
Thank you. Yes. Let's fix some food for the evening then, and we'll allow you to stay here and be about your business in the morning.
That is too kind of you, priestess. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I know for Amelia's part, she will not rest until she's made sure that her/their blood has been cleaned up. And then there is much, 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 much prayer before sleeping.
I think at after a while of like seeing like Amelia kind of like frantically trying to clean up, I assume.
Oh yeah, it's their
yeah.
the panic trauma cleaning there.
Panic cleaning, yeah. I think at one point Dench would kind of rest a hand on her shoulder. Amelia, you need to rest. It's okay. We got this. Just rest.
I think it would take a moment, but she'd accept that. But yeah, this was a lot for a session 3 adventuring life.
Yeah, Lyra will help with cleaning and stuff too. Um, she did initially like walk away and start figuring out which pew was gonna be hers, and then realized she heard Dench being a kind person and was like, ah, okay.
Begrudgingly kind.
Begrudgingly kind. It's manners and all that shit.
All right. With that, give me one moment. All right. Okay, so we'll go ahead and end there for tonight. There will not be a level overnight. I just looked at the character advancement thing. So there's not a level overnight, but we will say that you guys do take a long rest, so you can go ahead and long rest yourselves, which also includes your hit dice that are going to be reset.
Oh.
Spell slots and all that. Go ahead.
Fun fact, they changed the long rest in D&D Beyond where you can
Yeah, I
use my
just noticed that.
14 rules to only recover half your hit dice now.
No shit. Nice.
Yeah.
Wow. Good on them.
And it's like the default option too is to only recover half of them. So, very cool.
All right, so we'll pick up next week with session 4, and we'll be about 8:30 in the morning on the 25th. I'll recap that next week as we dive into it. But yeah, do I have any other questions or anything from anybody?
Did we need to use rations or was the food and stuff from the
No, they'll
Okay.
feed you guys tonight.
Okay.
It's pretty basic, you know. It's bread and water and apples and things like that. But
Payne has kind of taken it on himself to guard the altar while he's here, sleeping and hanging out in the general area, eating there.
I have a question.
sure.
How dare you?
This was not what I had planned for tonight, by
Cat.
a long shot. So
I
she
was
was.
being a good little paladin until
you
I
were not.
wasn't.
I honestly
not
assumed
listening.
that she was going to make that first saving throw, and we were not going to have a problem, and she was going to be like, "Yeah, no, it's no big deal. Yeah, let's just go back to the estate, and we'll see that in a few more hours." But that's not how it went.
No, you just had to give the biggest trauma to my character in session 3. Like,
Yeah.
this is. We could have talked about what the worst nightmare for Amelia would be, and this wouldn't have made the list because it would have been too outlandish.
Started out with a bang.
Ah,
I have a question actually.
Sure.
So I used my hit dice earlier. Pain gave me a closed wounds. Can I heal as a long rest?
You can't, because at the end of your long rest, you would regain it. However, seeing, well, I was going to say, seeing as you are still wounded, I will say for the sake of brevity and for the sake of a long rest, there are plenty of acolytes in here to give you another cure wounds, which would heal you to full, because it's only 3 hit points. So we will say that you are at full.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Yeah, we'll go ahead and end it there, you guys. If I have any other questions between now and next session, please let me know. Just adding your hit dice things here. Okay, so we're good there. All right. Yeah. No. Good session. Weird session, but good session.
evil.
Comes that curveball for you, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see you guys.
Yeah, every session when we're done, I've done the same thing for forever. I go and consolidate my notes so that I can like clean out my like shorthand and stuff and actually figure out what happened. There's a lot of what the fuck that I need to turn into actual notes. So how dare you?
Yeah.
But in the best way.
I know. We're so early on in the campaign. Seriously, I did not. I told Candace when you guys were talking to the guards, I was like, oh, fuck. I'm going to have to. I very quickly need to script a potential combat if she fails. And then you failed. And I was like, fuck.
I told him you guys did that shit to me all the time in Boundless Valor. I'd be like, yes, that's great, roleplay, because I have to make a fucking map right now, as well as an encounter for when you're done and you inevitably start shit.
And shit
I
was
was
started.
trying so hard to be good too.
You
20
were
minutes about opening a door.
you were being
Look
very
what your
good.
goodness got.
All right,
All your
guys.
goodness fault.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you get for being a paladin. But hey, at least you didn't lose that paladin level permanently, right? You know, you did the great reset.
I sent you a comment about that in Discord, by the way.
Hey,
I said, this doesn't
Oh,
count for your
yeah.
Paladin Oath-breaking session count records.
it does not. Oh shit! I got a bunch of. Oh shit! I'm sorry, guys. I see a bunch of messages. I did not get those. I got messages from a lot of people. I'm sorry.
Mine was just about the door moving, so just ignore it.
Yeah, there was a lot of door questions. I will send those responses though, because yeah, they were valid. and I'll send those in just a bit here. But yeah, we'll see you guys next week. The doors would not have opened regardless. For those of you who were asking, the 2 out of the 5 of you. But yeah, we'll see you guys next week for session 4. Let's see where it goes after a long rest.
Yeah, thank goodness.
Definitely needed it. All right. Good night, everybody.
Thanks,
All right, guys, we'll see you next
Good night.
week. All right. Well, that was wild. Yeah, holy smokes. So for those of you hanging out with us, thank you so much. We're going to find someone to raid. We do not have a lot of people. I have yeah.
And Hex and Fuji Water.
Larkin is playing Hogwarts. Excuse me. Ozpin is playing Pal World. Pal World might be fun. All right, yeah, we'll raid Ozpin and just see how he's doing. I was gonna go for Larkin, but Larkin had a kind of a long ad, so we'll just see how this goes. We'll go ahead and raid out. Thank you again for hanging out. I promise you that is not how I anticipated tonight going, and I love every bit of that. And we'll see how these guys do things next week, because yeah, shit got weird real fast. They had their first campaign death, which is also weird at level 1 and 3 sessions in, but listen, I scripted this campaign so specifically to be wild, and things got wild. So all right, let's go ahead and raid over to Ozpin, who is playing some Pal World. And it says that he is pal about with a new teammate. Oh, so he's playing with somebody. Yeah, we haven't watched Pal World stuff in a long time, so this should be interesting. All right, guys, we'll see you next week, Sunday, for session 4. Thanks so much for hanging out. Bye.
I thought you were gonna eat while it was in the cup.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat
Enjoy the mayhem.
Wait, it didn't show me a hype train badge. What the hell?
Welcome
you have
in,
it
Raiders. My name is Oscar. I'm Ranger 8, and we're currently playing Power World with my community, going a bit chaotic in every which way possible. But if you enjoy 7 days, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Power World, Sun Force, Digimon.